I was doing like the sync thing.
Hello, we've been expecting you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? This is the first episode of Expected Encounters, which is a video game podcast between me. I'm Field Kate, one of your hosts, joined by my lovely little filthy hench, Jorge Flores.
That wasn't discussed prior. I would have fought to not be the hench, but
You're the filthy hench.
I'd at least be a normal hench. But yeah, my name's Jorge Flores. And this is one of them video game podcasts, but this one's going to be different from the other ones because this one, it's going to be funny. So get ready for that.
Now it's not. Now people are going to be waiting for it to be funny, and it's not going to be funny at all.
It'll be when we do a joke, I'll explain the joke so that way everyone gets it. So it'll be more funny to more people.
I'll try different nicknames for you each episode, and we'll see
Okay.
which one sticks.
Okay, hopefully not Stinky Hench.
I don't know. I guess we'll just kind of give a little background on this. I think the Jorge and I have been friends for a while, and we kind of found there was a really fun dynamic when we would discuss video games and stuff. I don't know. We kind of, a lot of our conversations felt podcasty by themselves. So we're like, we should just record this for no one to listen to.
Yeah, it'll be about the same as that, but just digitally like kept forever. So,
but there will still be probably 0 views on all the videos. So it's not any
at least
different.
2.
At least 2, right?
At least 1. I can't promise.
Honestly, I might not double check. They might just go up and stay at 0.
Well, in my head, they'll be huge. That's what matters.
How are you, buddy? What's going on?
I'm doing good, man. I've just been waiting for this pretty much. I've just been doing errands and stuff, just prepping myself, thinking about just trying to harness all my gamer knowledge. So I can so I can more better do one of these. I've been good, man. I went out. Yeah, more better. That's the thing that people say. I've been going out. I went out to do some shopping. I pulled out Pikmin Bloom while I was there because that game is super bomb. I got on a Pokemon Go and everyone else did, but I just kind of died off. But this is sick, bro. It's just like a pedometer with graphics. That's sick.
I've only seen the trailer. I know you've been telling me to download it. I think I saw a TikTok ad for it actually. And it looked kind of cool. I was like, ooh, a little Pikmin running around.
Yeah, it's great, man. You can see, like, you'll open the map and you'll say, oh, hey, I know that. It's not a Pokestop. They're like little petals or what do you call them? Stems.
Oh,
flowers.
I know that Pikmin stop.
Yeah. So you'll see that and you'll be like, hey, I want that to grow into a big flower. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go take a walk and I'm going to plant some flowers there. And it's just going to be great. It's been a good time.
Do you know, are there a lot of people playing it? Is the player base there at all?
I see flowers on the map that aren't mine, so someone's got to be doing it.
Someone. It's just the developers. They're fucking sprinting everywhere. So they're sprinting all around the country.
They're just spoofing it. They have like a tool where they drag and drop flowers to make it look more, make it look like more people play it.
I want to check it out. You know, it's weird that Pokemon Go I feel like it's had almost like a resurgence. I guess it never fully dropped off, but it did for a little bit. And it's had I feel like a resurgence lately. I've been seeing so many people talking about it again.
Really? I guess so. I remember there was a bit of a micro controversy that they were going to reduce the range of Pokestops back to pre-pandemic ranges, and everyone hated it because there's just no reason to do that.
You were going to say prehistoric times.
Yeah, prehistoric Pokemon. What about you, man? What have you been up to? How you feeling?
I'm all right. I'm all right today. I sold my OG Switch a couple hours ago.
Sad
because I was able to find the OLED the other day. Target.
Glad.
Yeah. I mean, it's since I've had it, I've done nothing with it. It's just sitting there. I just wanted it.
I just wanted to use it in handheld mode once.
I did a little bit. I did. I told you I was playing some Circle of the Moon on it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I have this one of those grips coming, those Satisfy grips. So that I don't have to touch the back as much because it has that kind of matte feeling right now, and I don't want it to get to that oiliness.
Have you ever worn down something that's matte metal at all using just your fingers?
Yeah, but it's not.
Have you ever even seen that happening? Is it plastic?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It seems I don't know. It's very but that one seems I don't know. Maybe I'm just hyping it up too much.
It's the exact same except the screen. It's identical. And the kickstand, obviously, which is way better. But with my light that I have, I put that since I got it, basically, I put that case on it. So when I pull it out of the case, it still has that like matte finishiness on the back, and I'm like, ooh, I like that.
Like new, eh? Is it like one of those for the OLED? Like the one you have for
No,
your
it's
light?
you don't Satisfy, they have these like grips that that you like kind of slide the Switch into, and it's like one side is a little bigger, so it's like supposed to make it more comfortable to play with and stuff. I had one for my for the OG Switch. I sold it to the guy also. Yeah, they're cool. I don't know. I figured for a while if I'm gonna be like if it's now gonna be like my home Switch, like even in handheld.
Well, it sounds like it's just gonna be your dock Switch. I wouldn't even
No,
call it
because
a home
here's
Switch.
what I've decided. I'm gonna play it handheld at home, but then the light will be for when I'm on the road.
But you haven't played it handheld at home. It doesn't
I
seem like
haven't
you're
had a
planning
need to. I've
to
been
either.
playing other games. But when I
Yes.
do, I just like the knowledge knowing it's there. It makes me happy.
I mean, that if you want to ever start Breath of the Wild, you can with a beautiful color gamut.
It's downloaded on there. I was thinking about it. And you know what? Maybe when I get my grip, I will.
Well, we'll see.
Jorge bought me Breath of the Wild for my birthday a few months ago, and I have not played it for 1 second yet.
I mean, it's good.
I'm sure it's great. No, and I want to. It's been in the forefront of my lobe, my frontal lobe.
Well, get it into your hands instead.
I'm going to.
Maybe when the next Nintendo console comes out, you can get around to it.
Speaking of which, no, wait, we have more things we have to cover first. I have Hungry Man listed here. That's all.
Yeah. What did you mean by
that? I don't
that?
know. I just. Do you have anything to share?
I haven't had one of those in a really long time, actually. I saw that in there, and it made me want to go get one.
I can't find them anywhere. I went to a Ralph's.
Are you serious?
I went to a Ralph's, and I asked someone. I was like, "Do you guys have Hungry Man frozen meals?" And he was like, "I don't know."
There's no way that's like a regional thing, is it?
I don't know. I've never seen him before, but
Did you check at Target?
I did check at Target, and they did not have any. But I felt like Target was less likely to have some because Target has
That's true.
weird stuff sometimes. They didn't have frozen garlic bread for like a year, and they did, and they didn't have it for like another year.
Yeah, timing Target's hit and miss. I mean, if you need to buy anything that you need to ingest, Target is not the place to do it. I feel like 'cause they have a really limited selection. Yeah, they have a really limited selection.
All their shit's poisonous and toxic.
They just have a really limited selection, and their fucking groceries cost like 4 times as much as they should. It's just dumb. Just go to Ralph's.
I got a red card, so everything's 5% off. So that makes it.
Oh, never mind.
Makes well, they think it's better.
Go buy some potatoes. Go buy some tomatoes.
Okay, so we're gonna get into some news about what's been going on this last week. Mostly stuff that like we care about. We're probably gonna cover some of the bigger stories and stuff that happened, but like if you guys are looking for someone to talk about like Xbox games all the time, this is the fucking wrong place. Like neither of us care that much.
Yeah. I mean, anything that would be on an Xbox that I would care about, I could just get on a PC anyway. So
right, and if it's not on PlayStation, it doesn't exist. So in my world, so
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. The world's first pro PlayStation podcast. Get ready for that.
The world's first PlayStation 4 Pro podcast.
I'm down,
dude. It does 4K.
Dude, oh my god, it's. I legit, the other day, I have it right next to me here. I set it up at this like little desk I have, and I was just using the UI and updating it and downloading stuff, and it was just so nice, dude. I miss it. I miss how responsive everything was, and everything is just in a place that makes sense.
But I always hated on the PS4 that the UI, like it was better aesthetically, but it just like was always lagging so hard.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's like, come on.
Well, the PS5 still lags, so not much of an improvement there.
We both have PS5s because we're not fucking clowns. We were on
if you don't listen, if you don't have a PS5 today, just don't go read a book. Stop playing video games.
You don't
write a novel.
If you don't have a PS5 today, you don't deserve one.
Exactly.
You got to put in the work.
If you don't have a PS5, if you're not going to play God of War Ragnarok on your PS5, go write a choose your own adventure book. Go win a Pulitzer Prize.
I hope they cancel the PS4 version of God of War Ragnarok.
So what's been going on in news this week? What are you looking at?
Wait, I want to first before we do that, I want to talk about what we've been playing. I guess you did talk about your Pikmin Bloom a little bit, but tell me about these other two things. You got a couple more things on here.
Yeah, man, I've been playing Final Fantasy 14 as it's just standard. It's just good. I'm trying to catch up before the next expansion comes out. It just got delayed, so it'll give me a little bit more time to do that.
When is that coming?
It was supposed to come out November 19th for pre-order. It comes out December, I think, 2nd now. Just like 2 weeks, which is fine because I'm like a whole expansion behind, so it gives me some time to work on that.
And you said it's exclusive to PS5, the new expansion?
No.
Am I making that up?
You were completely falsifying that, yeah.
What expansion was? Is there anything in that game that's not on PS4? I don't know.
No. I mean, there's a PS5 version, but it's nothing special. It's just like in 4K and stuff. But yeah, man, it's been fun. Play it.
I know. We tried playing it once, and I don't think I was in the right headspace. But it's very overwhelming at the start. I like it, and I want to get back to it. But there's like 4 million pop-ups on the screen. I was like, holy fuck.
It's too much. Well, if you're feeling overwhelmed, just don't think there's too much for me to deal with. Think there's so much for me to get immersed in. I can really figure out the way the map works.
That'll make me less overwhelmed.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, other than that, I've just been playing some Mario Kart. I don't know why I just got like this huge urge to get really good at Mario Kart. It's hard. I didn't go on rank. I haven't gone on ranked since like that game came out, and the people that are on Mario Kart 8 ranked are the people that you'd think would be really good at Mario Kart 8 ranked. So it's been rough, but I'm getting there.
Do you think we're getting a Mario Kart 9 ever? Because it was again like they put out their game sales, and I think Mario Kart 8 is still like at the top of the Switch sales.
That's
like
crazy.
Actively. It's fucking nuts.
And people are still buying it. People are still wanting to get good at it. Makes sense. I'm sure we'll get one eventually, maybe on the next thing, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll just be 9 on Switch, or it will be its own thing. It'll just be Mario Kart like Triple Dash. That'd be sick. I'd buy that.
I still hope for like some kind of Super Smash Kart. I know it won't happen, but I think that's so the move.
It might. I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility, but you never know.
Fucking cool, man. That would be such an easy way to adapt Smash to like another thing, which I think they anyway.
Look, none of that matters because that Chocobo racing game's coming out next year, and that's all you're gonna need moving forward. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, see my white mage, bro.
Chocobo's on skates.
It can just run. That's its whole thing.
It could just run.
That's its
it would
whole
probably
thing.
Be faster running.
You think you'd be faster running than skating?
If I was a chocobo, maybe.
Yeah, man.
Not human field, but chocobo field, definitely.
Birds are not meant to skate.
That's what God always says. Well, cool. And then Pikmin Bloom. I gotta try that. I've been playing not a ton. Real quick, I just wanted to talk about the Overcooked all you can eat thing because it was free on PS Plus, I think, like a month or two ago. And I played
through. Was it the all you can eat, or is it not just like the?
No, it's the all you can eat. All you can
wow.
eat. Yeah, did you miss it? Fucking
might have. I thought I already owned it.
Yeah, no, it was the all you can eat, which is the PS5 like compilation version. And I guess I had wrong expectations going into it because I thought it was just going to kind of be like a mashup between the two games and like almost kind of like a greatest hits where you have the Overcooked 2 mechanics and like, you know, a new campaign of like combining like the best levels of the first two or whatever.
Mario Party Superstar style.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. And I guess I didn't do any research into it because it's not that. It's just like the first two games. There's a menu like Overcooked 1 or Overcooked 2.
Oh.
And I guess the first one is in the Overcooked 2 engine, but I was disappointed to see like because in 2 you can throw things and it's like a lot faster paced and stuff. I was really hoping they would implement all those like quality of life changes to the first one. They did not. The first one
just
is
a port.
It's not a port because I guess it's in a different engine, but it feels just way less good than 2. Moving around and stuff. And I don't know. It was just kind of like felt weird because I was like, well, I own both these two games. They didn't come out that long ago. Um, and it has all the DLC packs and stuff.
That's nice. I was just gonna say, if you already own both of them, then maybe you're just not really the target audience for this compilation of both of them.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to get into new people. Well, I wouldn't have bought it. I definitely wouldn't
Oh,
have
if it wasn't
gone out of
free.
my way to buy it. Yeah, but it was
Right.
free. So I mean, it's better than, I guess it is better than the first two. But and it has the handicap raccoon, which is nice. That's all I wanted. At first, I thought they removed him, and I was very upset. I was like, really,
You
really,
can't do that to my
you
boy.
can't do that to my boy, handicapped raccoon. It's funny though. The chef selection screen is way better now, and it looks just like a Smash roster.
What? That's cool. In both games?
No, it just across each. You choose your chef at the beginning, and it has this massive like
Weird.
selection that just looks like the Smash screen, which is cool.
That's really cool. Yeah, I hope I didn't miss that.
Well, if you did, it's fine because you can just play the ones you have. They're the same.
That's true.
Oh, there was a really funny trophy I got when I was trying to play the first one, and I tried to throw. It said back in the day, and I was like, "What is that?" And it's like, "Try to throw an Overcooked 1." Like, wow,
that's great.
Just add the
That's
throw,
great.
you fucking assholes. Then yeah, playing a lot of Dead by Daylight with that new Halloween update, which I think is almost done, but I've been trying to grind it out a bit. I love that game, man. Very fun.
I thought
Fun
it was
game.
over already.
I think there's like 2 or 3 more days of it. I was just playing it a little bit earlier. Yeah.
You're not gonna have any more pumpkins to smash.
I know. Well, then there's a challenge to smash them, and I haven't done it yet, so I gotta get my shit
Get on that. Did you get that wiggle one?
No. We'll get no, of course
we'll
not.
get into that.
We got trophies and stuff later. Yeah, then I just want to talk a little bit because it is one of the things we're going to mention later with the Dark Pictures anthology. I've been playing Little Hope, which I talked to you about a little bit, I think. This game is weird, man. These guys, who is it? Supermassive is the correct, that's the developer? Or
I
am I
believe
getting,
so.
I always get them confused with the guys who made Hades.
Super Giant?
Oh, that might be it. Okay, so these guys are Supermassive, and that's Super Giant.
Super Giant.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. Okay. So Supermassive, they're the ones who made Until Dawn and stuff. They are Super Giant, and that was, anyways.
Well, Supermassive's got them beat. They're a little bigger.
You didn't play Man of Medan, right? I think.
No, I haven't played any of them.
Oh yeah, you played Until Dawn though. Yeah.
That I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Until
Couple
Dawn,
times.
great. Yeah, fucking fun as hell. But yeah, Little Hope it's really weird because I did play Man of Medan and it was pretty mediocre, but like fun enough and like interesting enough that it kept me going, kept me entertained throughout the whole thing. There was no like, there were some down parts, but especially the last like third of it was really fun. I liked it, and I knew this one was supposed to be worse because I think it came out a couple years ago, and people have just been saying it was not very good. I got it on sale sometime last year. I finally got into it, and yeah, it is really weird. It almost feels like you know how all the acting in Heavy Rain is really weird? It's really like,
sure is. Very French.
Jason. Yeah, it feels like that. But that doesn't make any sense because I don't think they're a French studio, and they're definitely not using French actors.
That's weird.
It feels, yeah, the acting, it stars that Will Poulter guy, and it's just not, they're all very kind of, well, what is that over there? I don't know about that one. You know, shit like that. It's
it
like,
sounds like a PS1 horror game, dude.
yeah,
But
absolutely.
in a bad way.
You know, I would totally agree. It does. It feels like, you know, like the original Silent Hill or something when they're like talking to each other. But the graphics are great. Yeah, I don't know. Like some of it's funny because of how bad it is, but I would say for the most part, it's not holding me nearly as much as Man of Dawn. I don't even know if I'm going to go back to it. I kind of would like to finish it, but there's just so much walking around and just they just walk to a new area and they're like, "Oh, what's over here? I don't know." They just walk to a different area.
Well, keep up with it, man. You might walk to the ending soon.
Well, no, I know. Finally, it came up with like the first for like chapter 1 complete or something, or I guess or act 1. I think there's probably like 3 acts, but I'll try. I'm more motivated to now that their new one came out and people are talking a lot of hype about it. So, anyways, just wanted to share with some of that. All right. 20 minutes in, that's not too bad. Let's get into some of this news. Got a good faces on us.
Yeah. Good paces, good faces.
Good paces in good places. Number
Here.
one.
Now.
Okay, so Nintendo has been announced recently, or I guess it wasn't an announcement, but they were talking about recently that they're working on a new console for 20XX. Obviously, not revealing the date, but we would assume it's sometime in this decade, probably in the next couple of years, I would imagine.
At least definitely in this century.
At least, right? Yeah, I like how they did
So.
the third, or the both X's, like
like if it was like as if it was in any question.
as if really 2030, you're gonna have the Switch to. I don't know. That would be pretty crazy. But I pull up this article right here. It's by Jay Peters at The Verge. Basically, in a presentation to investors, Nintendo hints towards some of its plans in an extremely unspecific way. The company plans to continue to expand its business around the core concept of creating unique integrated hardware software products, which I'm taking to mean that the company will, brace yourself, make more video games and video game hardware in the future. And they have
That's
this little
unacceptable.
that's unacceptable. I want Miyamoto to step down right now. Um, but they have this little PDF, I guess, that they put out,
Look at
and
that.
Pulling it up
Pull
right
that up.
now.
Yeah.
But yeah, on I think the 41st slide, it's just a bunch of like financial stuff for
Oh,
investors and
wow.
stuff to
Yeah.
keep
This
them
is a lot of
happy.
numbers.
Yeah, no. But on the 41st slide, there is, they have kind of like a timeline of their releases of consoles, talking about the DS and Wii, and then 2017 with the Switch, and then it has integrated hardware, software, next gaming system, 20XX, and there's a little question mark. So, I mean, not a huge amount of news, but what are you feeling on this? What are you looking for? I know we've talked a bit off air about this kind of stuff, but what are you looking for in a Switch successor, in whatever Nintendo is doing next? What are you feeling on that?
I have zero expectation because I don't think. I mean, I'm sure there are not many people that have been able to successfully predict what the next Nintendo console is going to be before it's been like rumored or leaked or anything.
Mhm.
So it's really hard to say. It's like their whole thing. I really doubt they're just going to make another Switch type thing. I think they're gonna. I mean, everything they've done has just been like some crazy new hardware thing that they want to try, like motion controls, touchscreen. So what's the next thing? Foldable screens. That's what's going to happen. That's what I think. I genuinely really believe 20XX is going to roll around and we're going to pull a little cube out of our pockets and then unfold it into a little Nintendo machine. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be I don't know, some other hardware I can't even fathom existing right now. But I don't know. I mean, it's going to be. You know what? At the end of the day, regardless of what I'm going to be holding, it's just going to be Mario and Zelda and shit. So I mean, I'm in it.
Do you think they're going to stick with the hybrid again? Think it's going to be a hybrid moving forward?
I don't know. I don't see why not. Right?
Yeah, I feel like it would. I don't know. Because you're right of the mindset. It's always something new and some weird gimmick and stuff. So I think it will be, because I've been saying for a while that I think it'll just be along the same lines of the Switch, and that still might be the case. But maybe they'll add like a new gimmick or something to it, or you unfold it like a fucking little map a million times and then stick it on your TV screen.
Yes.
And yeah,
that's exactly what it's going to be.
But I don't know. I've said this to you before, but I think they have to have it be backwards compatible with everything. Because
Right.
like what you just said with, I'll be playing Mario and Zelda and shit on it. Absolutely. But the Switch is the first Nintendo console in a long time where it's like, well, you have those Nintendo, Mario, Zeldas. Now you have a lot of people who are playing their Switch and they're like, no, I play like, okay, maybe not a lot of people, but you have people playing like, I play NBA 2K on my Switch.
Yeah.
I played Doom Eternal on my Switch. This shit like that.
Yeah.
And especially with all the re-releases, like I say this all the time, but fucking, I bought Devil May Cry 3 on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm gonna be upset if I can't play that on the next one.
Yeah.
They're gonna try and get me to buy that again. I would be fucking. I think now there's kind of been a mentality switch in the industry, and you could see it kind of happen where when Xbox came out, big dick swinging, everything's playable on everything, with the Series X. And then you saw PlayStation kind of, mimic that, but it was a little weird. I don't know if you remember at first when they were first talking about it, it was a little weird. They were like because they didn't mention anything about backwards
I do
compatibility for
remember
a long
that.
time. And then Mark Cerny had that like tech interview thing, and he was like, yeah, most games from PS4 will be playable, at least the 100 most played ones. Or they said some weird shit like that. And so everyone was kind of like, what the fuck does that mean? What is that about?
Did not inspire confidence.
No.
For sure.
But then they ended up, I think then a few months later, they said something like, they were like, oh yeah, like almost 4,000 of the games are going to be playable or something. I was like, oh, okay, well that's like all of them. And then it came out. It was basically all of them.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they flipped. I wonder if someone accidentally said that and was stupid about the 100 game thing, or if they were like, oh shit, okay. If they weren't planning to really go full in with backwards compatibility, and they kind of got some of the response from, one, Xbox doing that, and then two, just kind of the general verdict, I think, from players was like, it needs to be like PCs moving forward now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think with the Switch's third party shit being so prominent, which is awesome, and I think one of the reasons that the console has done, we're going to get into later, but the Switch has sold an exorbitant, what the fuck is that word? Exorbitant amount. Exorbitant.
Well, now I'm doubting myself.
Yeah. Is there a D somewhere in there?
It's too exorbitant.
An exorbitant amount of Switches. I would be blown away if they didn't do that, but they do ridiculous things all the time. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, the one thing you can count on Nintendo doing is just the wrong thing. So you never know.
Half the time they do the right thing though.
Sometimes they'll make a Switch.
The other little part of this is just that because they've been getting a lot of backlash from the Switch Online thing, which is totally fair because I think it's a bit, I don't know, that pricing for the expansion pack. How are you feeling on that?
I mean, it's really expensive. It's definitely not. It's definitely
you don't
not
think it's worth it. Why not?
Not at all. I mean, look, we're on a family plan, so it's a lot cheaper, and I think it's like $10 a year for us. It's not that bad, but I mean, if you're just like if you're just hanging out at home, you want to play Ocarina of Time, you can play it for a lot cheaper than $80. Like it's really not that big a deal. And if you really want that Animal Crossing DLC, you're probably better off just buying it. I think eventually in the future it'll be more worth it, but I mean, not right now.
Well, that's kind of what they're talking about here is, I guess, because they can't, I don't know, they can't really just suddenly go back now and be like, oh, it's not 50 anymore. It's like, then they got to refund a bunch of people, and then it makes them look not confident in their product they're putting out. But they did go into here just saying the company is going to continue to improve and expand both the standard Switch Online and the expansion pack. I guess there's been a couple of rumors of Game Boy games coming, which would be cool and would make sense.
That would be cool. I hear that a lot, but whenever I do, I'm like, I guess. I just can't. I can't picture myself playing like Mario Land on my Switch. Like, not like it doesn't make sense. It's just I mean, like what? There's like maybe like a handful of Game Boy games that you can like really sit down and sink your teeth into. And I mean, I really, if I can play Pokemon on my Switch, like, yeah, exactly, right. Like, we're gonna put Tetris on Switch? Like, who's gonna play that? But I mean, I don't know. There are plenty of incredible Game Boy games that are super underrated. But again, knowing Nintendo, they're not going to release like Mario Land 2, Link's Awakening, like all those games. They're going to release like Metal Gear Ghost Babel or whatever. Just like some game that no one's gonna. But whatever, I you never know. It might not even come to Switch at all. I did hear rumors that there were like when they data mined the expansion pass, there were slots for more consoles down the line. Mm-hmm. Game Boy would make sense. I almost hope it's not that because I'm not gonna use it.
I feel like Game Boy, because when I said just now, I was like, oh, that might be cool. I was thinking Game Boy Advance, and then you're right. No, Game Boy. Like,
no, it would be Game Boy, right? Yeah, Game Boy. Game Boy Advance would be cool, but that's too cool for Nintendo to do. So I really doubt it.
I feel like Game Boy would make more sense with the regular online, with like the NES and SNES stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
The expansion pass, I don't know. It's going to take a while, but I really, and I know everyone hopes it, but I really hope they add some excuse me. They add some GameCube stuff because so many of these games like that we just can't play. Well, one. Imagine being able to play Melee on your Switch with just even just through that. That'd be incredible. But like, I don't know, where the fuck is Kirby Air Ride, man? Where is it?
It's back in 2001, bro. It never left.
I can't find my copy anywhere. Where is it?
Yeah, it's crazy that game has not gotten any sort of sequel or remake or even port or any sort of the most love it's gotten was that the Rosalina trailer in Smash had the opening music. That was it. That's the most recent acknowledgement of that game I can think of.
I guess it didn't do very well back in the day, but since then I feel like it's really become like kind of, I don't know, at least in my groups and stuff, like a very much a cult classic.
I think so. People look back on that game really fondly. I mean, the people that had it, right?
Who made
It's
that?
very cool.
Was that Sakurai? Was that
Yeah, that was
Sora?
Sakurai. Yeah.
Now he's done with Smash. Get your ass back to work. Where's Curvy Air Ride 2?
What, did you think it was time to relax? Dude, now you can start working.
He couldn't even finish the full Smash roster screen to make it symmetrical. Don't act like he's fucking, he's worked. Shut up.
Well, that is the easiest thing in the universe, dude. I could do that in Photoshop in like 10 minutes.
Dude, just add more characters.
Just add 8 more characters, dude. What's the big deal? Like a 3rd expansion pass. Well, didn't you say if you if you change the Echo Fighter thing, the stack, it fills out?
Only at one part. If you no, it's the online mode has it filled out because there's no random, and then something else, some other weird thing. Maybe it's the Echo Fighter, but no, it's not. If you change it to Echo Fighter, the Echo Fighters being stacked, there are like a couple modes where it like finishes out the screen. But generally no, because not consistent throughout all the modes, because they all have some have random, some have the Mii fighters, some don't, like that. It's just frustrating that main screen couldn't have been finished.
Well, it's finished. That's not the accurate word. It's not like they're like, quit, fuck it, just ship it. Just ship it. No one will notice.
So that's with Switch and all that ass. So 2, Sakurai cannot imagine Smash continuing without him. And just little quote from him here from George Yang at IGN. I'm not thinking about a sequel, Sakurai told Famitsu following the release of Sora, the final Smash Bros. Ultimate character. And while Sakurai says he was never thinking about a sequel during development, he also can't say this is definitively the last Smash Bros.
There's no way. There's no chance this is the last Smash Bros.
I know. I don't think he'll be involved with whatever happens. I think he's done. I guess we'll see. I mean, he said he's done before, but it does sound like, this was his kind of fucking send off, man.
Yeah, this is like his piece. Like, this is his masterpiece for sure. It's crazy.
I feel like he wouldn't want to be involved with another one at this point because he would feel obligated to one up this, and you don't do that.
Yeah. I really think they should give it to someone else and have them not change the gameplay at its core, but I think scaling back is a better idea than trying to top Ultimate. I think going back to fewer characters with maybe not more moves, but just more time, more options, more things you can do with them to make them feel more like themselves. Because that's something that's very noticeable with the Smash DLC is that the DLC characters are way, way more they all have their own UI. Yeah, they have their own UIs. They have their own mechanics. It's so cool. And a lot of the early characters don't. Mario has Flood. That's about it, right?
Back to work.
Get back to work.
Update them.
Right, but if you give it to I don't know, who made Nickelodeon All Stars? Ludosity, right? If you give it to them, give them 20 characters to work with and just have them go crazy with it. Even just something like adding a strafe button, that is such a huge. That's my favorite feature in Nick All Star Brawl is that you can strafe whenever you want.
Yeah.
If the next Smash Bros is 20 characters, but you can strafe, I'm good, dude. I'll play that forever.
It's just Ultimate. It's exactly a port of Ultimate, but with only 20 characters and you can strafe.
I'll play that shit. If it has that and rollback, I'll play it. It's already a better game.
Yeah, the not rollback thing is ridiculous. Yeah, that would be cool. Maybe not the Nick All-Star guys. I don't know. Maybe if you gave them a much bigger budget, they'd be able to do something a little more polished. But that game just got a big patch, I think, a day or two ago, fixing a lot of
really?
Yeah, pretty big one.
I have not touched that game in weeks.
A lot of issues, I guess. I haven't either, but I don't know. I guess people are still playing it.
Yeah, it's fun.
They got to get that crossplay going, though. They got to get that ASAP because that game's I think it's gonna die if they don't. I know people are playing it, but already I'm hearing less and less about it because the hype's kind of worn down a little bit. And
once we start seeing bigger fighting events because I know Nickelodeon is going to push it at big events like big Smash events. It's already at Big House. I think it's one of the main games there. So
oh my god,
that'll probably revive some hype for it, which it makes sense. I mean, people that are really good at that game look like they're like on a different planet. It's insane.
We don't
it
see
looks like
this
a different game.
We don't see this game at Evo, right?
No. I mean, not. I'm sure it'll have a side tournament, and I'm sure it'll have a pretty big side tournament, obviously. But I don't think it's going to be one of the main games. I really doubt it. I mean, you don't know. Maybe Sony's got a little surprise for us for the lineup of games, but I really doubt it.
I forgot about that. Sony owned now.
Sony owns it now. Pokemon's company is running it too. I don't know if you saw that.
What is it? What is a Pokimane? She's a streamer, right?
She's a streamer, yeah. She's like a huge streamer, and now she's got her own company, and she's running Evo. Which, I mean, anyone with a decent amount of following talking about fighting games is more than we could ever ask for. So, you can't really look a gift horse in the mouth.
She play fighting games? I kind of thought she was a streamer.
No,
like others.
She's like a general streamer, but it's just the exposure is good. I think it's a good thing.
Right.
I'm just this next Evo is going to be totally different. It's going to be a totally different beast, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Do you think Smash will be at Evo?
Dude, that's the question, right?
Is it going to be? Is Sony going to do some weird shit where it's like only games that can be played on PlayStation consoles?
Maybe. I wouldn't put it past them. I really wouldn't put it past them. And if there's no Smash at Evo, dude, I almost hope they don't, because I want to see the discourse. Like, I want to see people like losing their minds about it. It's such a big deal. I mean, do you remember when Melee got taken off like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That game was at Evo for like years and years and years. And then like 20 years after it came out, they took it off and people were like losing their minds. So if there's not even any Ultimate, that's going to be a problem.
I feel like for the most part, most of the big fighting games can be played on PlayStation, right?
Yeah. There's none. I mean, Killer Instinct is like the only one I can think of. And there's like a new one coming out soon. So I don't know. We'll see. They could still do Smash, but I don't think they will.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll put a PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale instead.
That would be fucking awesome. Dude, I would sign up for Evo tomorrow.
Would you fly out to Vegas?
Yes.
Get first
I'll
place.
I'll fly out to fucking Germany to play PlayStation All-Stars.
Not even at a tournament, just to play it with anyone.
Yeah. They took the servers offline. I'll have to.
Well, just wait till the next one, man.
I wonder now with the rumors of this Warner Bros. Like, platform fighter. I wonder if Sony's sitting there and they're like, maybe they got the characters. They have, I think now, especially compared to when that game came out, I feel like they have way more like heavy hitting IPs they could like draw from. Yeah.
To get some hype going.
Yeah.
They won't have to put like Big Daddy in it and stuff.
Last of Us wasn't even out when that game came out. That's crazy to think about. Yeah,
it's super old. I would just be so excited for a new one of those. I would love that if it's good.
And if these Bloodborne rumors are true,
yo
Hunter, oh man,
that would be pretty sick. That'd be pretty sick. What a bummer.
I think there was some really cool stuff in that game. I know I'm just a fucking Sony pony and I talk about that shit all the time, but like that game was so cool, man. It could have been so cool. And the reason it got all fucked up was because
it could have been.
It could. I still think it was cool, but it could have been really cool.
Exactly.
And like, it was just, they really fucked up that studio and the just kind of with Superbot, the ones they like created to just create the game and stuff. And it was like, became this whole mess with like Sony Santa Monica. Like they like just stopped supporting it. And then they were like, okay, but we need to promote God of War Ascension, so put Zeus out.
Yeah.
And it was like, really? And then no one bought that DLC pack, so they canceled the third one, which had fucking Dart from Dragoon in it.
Yeah. How do you feel knowing that there is a timeline where you're playing as Dart and PlayStation All-Stars, but it's not this one?
I can't think about it. I literally, it's almost good. It's good he didn't come out because I would have died. I would have like had a heart attack.
Seeing the announcement trailer. Yeah, I feel that. There's always something like that. Everyone has something like that. Scalebound never came out and never will, and I'll just have to deal with that. So
what's Microsoft doing over there, man? They had so many games get canceled within like such a short scale of time, and like now they own so many studios, and it's like, where are all these games? They're coming. They got to be coming.
They're coming. They're on Game Pass.
Yeah, but they have like a ridiculous amount of studios. They have like 20 plus studios now.
Yeah, they just got like who made Hellblade? Ninja Theory?
That
wasn't that recent though.
No, that was a bit ago. They've got Ninja Theory, but I mean they have like Double Fine now. Some crazy
Bethesda.
Obviously Bethesda and shit like that. Or ZeniMax. Was there anyone else in ZeniMax who's relevant?
I don't know. Maybe not either. Maybe it's just like a little bonus.
This is something I should have said at the beginning. But if anyone is listening to this, if you're out there, and we say anything that's just stupid or just factually incorrect, you can let us know. We're gonna try and be on top of that for like following episodes, because please don't listen to anything we say. Dude, Mark Wahlberg killed a man. I don't know if you know that.
Leave your thoughts about that in the comments.
Yeah, it's true. Mark Wahlberg literally killed someone. Anyways, so yeah, if you want to leave comments and stuff, being like, hey, you guys are stupid. It's, Microsoft actually owns 400 studios. That's fine. We'll address it, and I'll just be like, yeah, I was wrong about this. I don't care to. It doesn't bug me at all, because I'm just talking out of my ass the whole time, anyways. So
talking out of our ass cast. Let's do it.
We should have named it that. Oh, we didn't go over the name at all either. Should we explain why, if anyone doesn't get it?
We can do that. It's not clear. When I had the idea, I had to put a little parenthetical to make it clear that it's like a play on random encounters. But we knew this one was coming. So.
Yeah, it's like an RPG thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's cute.
It is cute. This is a cute podcast to listen to if you're driving to work.
We're driving.
Get a big old smile on your face. Yeah. Listen. I see you smiling. You smiling. Look at. Anyway,
what the fuck is next? So, we'll see if another Smash happens. I bet it will, but I hope they wait a while. I hope they go the fuck away. Like, enough. Ultimate will live for a long time.
Right. I want the next Smash Bros to come out, and I want to think, is this Smash? This isn't Smash, is it? And then it is.
That's and then he lights a bonfire, and it's actually Dark Souls.
Yeah, he lights a bonfire, and then he puts his hand in it, and he pulls the Keyblade out anyway, and it's still not Dark Souls. Like it says bonfire lit, but it's still Sora.
It's a Sora crossover with Dark Souls.
Dude, let's go. Let's go. Bloodborne 2. Put the Keyblade in there.
Perfect. Oh, that would be perfect. Fuck, wait, that would be cool. Where is Bloodborne 2, man?
It's coming.
We have Bloodborne stuff to talk about later. Okay, number 3. Nintendo Switch is now. It's all Nintendo stuff. Maybe I should have put them a little separate.
The first couple are.
Yeah, we're getting it out of the way.
It's an in 10 minute.
It's an Nintendo. I thought you said 10 minute, and I was like, "What?"
It's talking about. We could do that. We have the Nintendo 10 minute. Get all the Nintendo news in 10 minutes, so we can get it out of the way.
10 minute and 10 minute. Okay, Nintendo Switch has sold 92.87 million units, and is catching the Wii.
That's insane.
I couldn't even believe this when I read this number. I guess it's been almost 5 years now, which just seems. I'm like, shit. The last 5 years of my life just gone.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah,
but that's crazy, man. What is huge success.
Yeah, seriously. It was a great idea. It's just a great idea that's like instantly understandable, you know?
Yeah, and with the pandemic, I think their sales just skyrocketed, dude.
And it's catching the Wii. That's insane. That's crazy to think about. That's not their best selling one though. That's the DS, I think, right?
DS is, which I was also surprised about. I was like, the DS is like up there near PS2, I think. And I'm like, that's insane.
Well, it's like the same kind of thing. It's like you see a DS and you're like, whoa, what the heck is that thing? Are you using your finger to play that game? Are you like, you remember that commercial with Kirby and the finger? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Exactly.
That Kirby game. I loved that game. That was one of my first DS games.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same sort of thing. You know, you see someone playing a Switch and you're like, what is that? Is it like an iPad? And then they're like, oh, check this out. And they drop their iPad in a little dock and suddenly they're playing on their TV. It's a really cool idea. It's like, I want that. And I know I'm at home. There's a virus outside. Might as well play some Animal Crossing.
Fucking Nick's mom bought one. Anyone will buy one.
Dude, yeah. It's great.
It totally is the Wii with that. Like, parents buying it and like random ass people. It's like
totally people want to get Ring Fit. You can get Ring Fit on a Switch.
That was another thing. Dude, in the do you know Ring Fit Adventure has sold like almost 12 million copies?
I believe it.
What the
I totally believe it. Wii Fit sold like crazy too. If it's just a way to like gamify getting fit, it makes total sense.
That was mind-boggling to me. I'm like, oh my god.
I wonder how effective it is.
Apparently,
like losing weight.
I don't know. People were. I remember when it came out, people didn't care that much, and it was reviewing like fine, I think. So like people were kind of like, whatever. And then when like the pandemic really, I remember that shit started selling out, and you couldn't find it anywhere for like months at a time. And I was listening to some people talk about it, and they were like, "Yeah, no, I do. I break a pretty hard sweat when I play it and stuff." So I'm like, "Yeah, I guess."
It'd be worth looking into.
It's cool looking.
It is cool looking. I don't really get how it works. Like it's a ring. I don't get how
you move it back and forth. You crush it and open it.
Why do I need the ring? I guess it gives you like you gotta tense your muscles up, right? All right. It looks cool. It makes sense that it's all a lot, especially if there's 92 million Switches out there.
I know that is
some of them want one.
That's crazy, and that's so funny to think about. Nintendo is so unbelievably hit or miss because our next story here, PS5 has now sold 13.4 million units. Can you pull up real quick? How many units did the Wii U sell in its lifetime? Where is it sitting at? This is the previous Nintendo console, right before the Switch.
13.5 million.
Okay, so they're
so PS5, basically the PS5 has sold less than the Wii U. Come on, dude. Mario confirmed better than Nathan Drake. Easy.
PS5 being out for less than a year still has now sold 0.1 million copies. 0.1 less than the Wii U in its life. Came out in what, 2012? The Wii U?
Something like that. Yeah,
that's incredible.
2013. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Man, what a huge turnaround that is. And also, with PS5, that's going very strong in its first year, I think.
I am surprised that it's that high considering all the stock issues. I wonder how much it would be if like there were no stock issues. Do you think it would sell more, maybe less even?
I think some of the stock issues, are beneficial. Like that's what Nintendo will do sometimes. I don't know if they do it on purpose with some of those amiibo and stuff, but at least they did back in the day with like, or with like the NES classics and shit like that. The scarcity helps, I think. However, I don't know, man. I do think it would be higher. I think it would be a lot higher because I still see all these fucking dorks being like, I need a PS5. I need a PS5.
Yeah, versus us Chads that are like, I have a PS5.
And we can complain about the UI suck.
Yeah, it sucks. I have a PS5 and I hate it.
Just pick it up and I throw it across the room.
I dremeled a little part of my digital only to stick discs in because I'm so pissed off.
That's funny. Yeah, no, but I think it would be higher. I think still people are looking for it. And trying to get it. There was this weird TikTok that blew up. I didn't look further into it at all to see if there was any validity in it, but there was a TikTok that blew up of like this like Walmart back stock room, and this girl was like, "This is where all the PS5's been going," and she shows, and they're like just stacks and stacks and stacks, like there's hundreds and hundreds of PS5s in this fucking
just some Walmart.
I mean, I don't know. It could be like a warehouse thing, maybe. Again, I didn't look further into it at all. I saw some article from I think fucking like Game Rant or something, and they were like, "Oh, Walmart's hoarding PS5s," and it's like I don't know if that's the case, but
they're
maybe
doing it on purpose.
Yeah, they're doing it because they raise in value the longer you have electronics. That's why all the scalpers have them too. They're just holding on to them. They just bought them all. And they're just fucking hoarding them because
dude, that wasn't a Walmart like warehouse. That was just someone's house. That was some scalper's house. Just piles and towers of them.
Why on earth would scalpers not want to get rid of them immediately? Obviously, they want to get rid of them as soon as possible before there are more. and then they won't be worth anything.
Well, maybe we'll see that happening soon in the future with less chip shortage going on. Maybe we'll see a few more millions sold.
That chip shortage, though, I saw some fucking article being like, "Oh, it's going into 2023 now." Like, it's just, it is crazy.
Yep.
And you said it affects like other things too. There are like a bunch of cars,
dude,
just
it
like
affects like everything. It's not. I think it wasn't the chips in particular. It was like the superconductors or semiconductors. I forget the exact thing, but it's just a part that goes into like any electronic, really. Like fridges. Like I know someone that had trouble getting a fridge because there are just not enough fridges with chips in them.
All right. Well, they need to be okay getting maybe an old school fridge that doesn't require computer.
Well, everything does now is the thing. Like every fridge, like regardless of smart features, like if it's produced now, it's going to have one of those in it to like regulate temperature or like, that sort of thing. We live in a digital age.
I go on Craigslist, get a used fridge, man. Like,
yeah, they figured it out. It wasn't them. It's like a rent control thing. So their landlord was like, "Oh, you guys are gonna have to wait like a long time. So I want to get a new fridge."
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, just make more of the chips. Come on. What's the issue?
Just increase production. Did you guys think of that?
They're like, oh, we just had one guy doing it this whole time back there, Steve.
We have not been increasing production to meet demand on purpose. Maybe we should stop.
We wanted the chips to begin. We wanted the scarcity to raise the chip value.
Maybe if we have less chips, we can sell 13.4 million chips because people will want them.
Well, clearly they did sell at least 13.4 million chips, right?
Yeah. Hey, you got me there.
All right. So that's just some of the numbers and stuff. Okay, this is an interesting one. Number 5, we have Square Enix claims Crystal Dynamics was the wrong fit for for the disappointing Marvel's Avengers. And let me pop open this article here. Is from Tom Ivan at VGC, which is a decent little website that I like. Thank you, Thomas Ivan.
Tommy.
And I thought this was interesting that Square actually said this. Crystal, I think, is a great studio. I think Crystal's a really talented studio, but it was strange to have them do this. I always thought that since it was first announced. And then, this game, I don't know. Did you ever play any of Avengers?
I played the beta.
I also played the beta. Yeah.
I remember being really bored.
We just did it for those Hulk hands in Fortnite.
Yeah. It was totally worth it. It was totally worth the Hulk hands, even though they were in the store like a couple of weeks later for like cheap.
500 or something, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't think at the time I took playing the beta was worth 500 V-Bucks.
Probably not.
It was not fun.
It wasn't fun at all. Very boring. I guess it's a lot better now. So let me read what they said here. Marvel's Avengers was an ambitious title for us that we took on the games as a service model. We overcame a variety of unexpected difficulties in the final phase of the game's development, including needing to transition from to work from home due to the pandemic. We were able to surmount these challenges and release the game, but it has unfortunately not proven as successful as we have liked. Again, blown away they were saying this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like Square sometime specifically, like they never talked about how Final Fantasy 15 ended up being kind of messy and stuff after it came out. Like they don't usually talk about this kind of stuff. Nonetheless, taking on the games as a service model highlighted issues that we are likely to face in future game development efforts, such as the need to select game designs that mesh with the unique attributes and tastes of our studios and development teams. While the new challenge that we tackled with this title produced a disappointing outcome, we are certain that the games as a service approach will grow in importance as gaming becomes more service-oriented. How we go about creating new experiences by incorporating this trend into our game design is a key question that we will need to answer going forward. Crystal has always been a company that's made games in the action-adventure space.
Yeah.
In that sense, I thought it would be a good fit in terms of making it with Marvel using the Avengers, which would naturally be an action-based game.
Yeah, I bet I really think if I wouldn't say Crystal Dynamics was the wrong fit. I really think if you'd given Crystal Dynamics like this game and just didn't try to make it a service game, it probably would have been pretty cool. It would have at least been like fun, I think, because that was the biggest thing with it. I think they're focusing on the wrong thing there. He was like, oh yeah, making it a game as a service, that wasn't the issue. We had other issues, but I think that was the issue because games as a service only work if it's like fun to play already, like this game. What am I going to do? I'm going to grind to get different Hulk hands. Like no one who's going to do that. Like, I'm not gonna do
Not
that.
a lot of people, apparently.
Yeah, so I don't know. This game is just like conceptually flawed, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. And I mean, I think we're seeing that a little bit in this what was the new Guardians of the Galaxy game that just
I
came
was
out?
about to bring that up. Yeah, it's
Because
doing pretty well,
it's
it seems
doing pretty
like.
well, and it almost reminds me of, from what I've seen of it, I haven't played it, but, from what I've seen, it almost reminds me of, "Huh, this is maybe kind of like what Avengers could have been if it wasn't as a games service thing."
Exactly. Exactly. And I really think that Avengers might actually cause Guardians to have like a hit in its sales, because I remember watching it was like some Summer Games Fest thing or something, but they spent like, oh my god, like so much time talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, and all I could think about was, this looks just like that shitty Avengers game that just came out. Like, I'm not interested in this even a little bit. And I feel like a lot of people felt that way, and it might end up hitting that game's sales, which is a shame because it seems like it's actually pretty good, pretty fun.
Looks cool. Looks cool. I don't
Yeah.
think it looks cool enough for me to buy it, but
Yeah,
but I'm
that's
sure it's
fair.
cool. Do you know about this Guardians game? It's multiplayer, right?
No, I don't think so.
It's totally single player? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's got like a, yeah. See, that game needed better marketing, I think. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a single player adventure, and it has like not moral choices, but it has like Rocket Raccoon will remember that type things. It has like crazy. The combat looks genuinely really fun. I feel like I'd like that. And in the trailer, they showed this might have just been for the trailer, but there was some 70s song was playing like the movie, and I wonder if the game is like that too. Because if the game does have a soundtrack like the movie does, that might be enough to like maybe we could try it out. That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. I bet it'll probably go on sale pretty soon.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not super soon, but probably in the near future, because unless it does like gangbusters or something. But I mean, those types of games always go on sale really quickly.
Later enough that I'll be interested in playing it. Not soon. I'm not gonna get it
Do we
soon.
know what Crystal's doing now? I feel like we do. I mean, obviously, I think they're still, managing Avengers and stuff.
There any Tomb Raider coming out or something?
There was a canceled one or something that was going on. I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I want them to go do their own thing though, because they are a very
Yeah.
talented studio. And oh wait, with Eidos Montreal, I'm on their Wikipedia. Gex the Gecko? No, can't be right.
There's a new Gex. Oh my god, you heard it here, folks. Gex is back.
Perfect Dark.
What?
Perfect. I guess they're making a new Perfect Dark.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I totally forgot that. Yeah. Yeah, they just announced a reboot of that like semi recently, I want to say.
And it looks like that's them along with the Initiative.
Okay.
The Initiative, cool. Weird studio. Do you know about the Initiative?
I believe I've heard the name before. They do like, what do they do?
It's well, it's one of the Xbox's newer studios. Yes, okay. Okay, so it's one of the Xbox created it a few years ago, so they haven't been around long. I think the only thing they've shipped so far is nothing. They don't think they've shipped a game yet. I think this is the first game that's been announced that they're working on. But when they were hiring, and it's so funny, I'm looking at the Wikipedia page right now, so it was not a mistake. It's a real thing. When they were hiring for this, they said, looking for talented people to ship on a quadruple A titles. And I'm looking here on the Wikipedia.
That's literally a Mega 64
The
joke.
company was founded in 2018 to build AAA games for the Xbox console and Windows.
That dude, Mega 64 made a video about that, like as a joke, as a goof, like 5 years ago.
That's fucking hilarious.
We're gonna make quadruple A games. Triple A games aren't enough. I guess that's real now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they mean by that.
I know. What does that even mean? The studio's goal is to create these big budget titles described by Xbox as quadruple A games.
So stupid. I hope that doesn't become like a new industry standard.
I can't imagine it will. I don't even know what that means. It's I think it's run by Daryl Gallagher, who was the head of Crystal. So they're kind of like in tandem together. Oh, it's based in Santa Monica. I didn't know that. A lot of competition in Santa Monica. If maybe that's why they did the quadruple A. They're like, we need to beat out Naughty Dog and Sony Santa Monica and whoever the fuck
else. There's plenty of AAA going around, dude. We need to step up our game a little bit.
These designers to want to work on it's a quadruple A game.
Maybe Perfect Dark will be the first quadruple A game.
Rocket Raccoon will remember that.
Oh man.
Okay,
we'll
last thing I want to say about Avengers. I saw recently they took out there was like a pay to win mechanic. You could like buy experience or something, and they took that out recently, which is always a good
It's
thing.
probably good.
Yeah, no, definitely. Just wanted to give them a little shout out on that. I've heard it's gotten a lot better. I mean, we didn't play since the beta, but I've heard with these like the Black Panther expansion and stuff that it has and now it has like more raids and stuff. I don't know. I think the games as a service model is really interesting, and I would love to see it be adapted to more different types of games. Like I don't think I think you're right, like inherently with an Avengers type game, but I think it could have been different and better with the games service model. And I would like to see moving forward people taking that and trying, I don't know, trying different things with, like, it doesn't just have to be first person shooter, like, or you know, a Fortnite copy, etc. Because I think that's a really cool idea. Anyways.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I just think that this was a bad fit for that.
Well, you're not alone. No one played it. No one is playing it now. So, and the fucking publisher said it was a mistake. So,
so if you like that game, you're wrong. Square Enix said so.
They said they sent out an email like those Far Cry emails. They said, "Are you still playing this?" If you guys don't know, Far Cry, Ubisoft sent out some emails recently to Far Cry 6 players because I guess the sales are a little soft and people are not putting a ton of playtime into it. So they would send out these emails to everyone like, "Hey," it was like in theme with however, you know, the guy talks in the game. He's like, you know, "We haven't, you got to come back. You only put 3 hours in. Huh, you can do better than that."
It's so creepy. I hate that, dude.
Leave us alone.
I hate that. I think I would uninstall a game if I got one of those emails, dude. I'd be so upset. I'd be like, you know, you can have it. You can have whatever, like wherever that game takes place. I don't want it that
bad. That's funny.
I hope that doesn't become a running theme.
But yeah, Crystal sent out the opposite ones. They sent can't believe you're still playing this.
Can you imagine a game sends you an email with your playtime and it's like, wow, you played this much? Like, are you serious?
Go get a job. Come on.
Yeah. don't you have like work? What are you doing?
All right. Number 6. This might be a short one because I don't know if either of us care. Maybe you do a little more. Animal Crossing DLC came out. Does that mean anything to you? What even is it? I don't even know what the fuck it is in it.
It's two things. It's like a big update that added a bunch of features and quality of life updates and stuff, which is genuinely really cool. And then the second thing was an actual DLC pack with it's like a new mode. I don't know if you know about Happy Home Designer on the 3DS?
Yeah.
It's just like a game where it's just Animal Crossing, but the objective is just to build houses and stuff. So this is essentially the same thing. It's just for the people that, you know, just really like the whole house aspect of Animal Crossing. They just have a whole mode or they can go insane with it, which is cool. It's good. I hear it's good. I haven't played that game in a really long time, and I am way too far behind to get into it now. I don't even have like terrain changes unlocked, which is like that's apparently where the game starts. Where you can like make your island look cool, but I'm not gonna.
This update's not enough to bring you back.
Maybe no, not really. Not really. I mean, I don't know. I'm already playing Final Fantasy 14. If I need a game where I need to log in every day, I might as well just play an MMO. You know, I don't need to like go hit a rock and then put something up and then be like, okay, cool. My island will be cool in like 2 days. I'll be back later.
I don't know what's up with Walmart because I just Googled Animal Crossing DLC price because I know it's on the expansion pack, but I wanted to see how much it costs by itself. And there are 3 results from Walmart, GameStop, and Target. And GameStop and Target, it's priced at $24.99. Walmart, it's priced at $3,333.
What?
I swear to God.
Don't get Animal Crossing at Walmart. I promise you can find it cheaper. You can find it cheaper somewhere else. I guarantee it.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, it is $25. But it's like a whole big expansion, so I guess it's worth the price. The people I know that do like Animal Crossing have been like obsessed with it, and they've been saying it's really good, and it's like, you know, revitalizing their love for it. So I guess it was a success, but
all right,
that's not something that I've been paying attention to.
I'm just sending you this screenshot of $3,333.
So you can prove that it's real.
It's definitely real. just funny.
Well, I bet you photoshopped this.
Wow, I used to Google it. It's the first thing.
That's great. I have no idea how that happened. Maybe someone like something went wrong somewhere.
I wonder if I click on it,
For
if
sure.
if that'll be like dude, that's the price on the site.
Buy it. It might be special.
What the fuck? That is so weird, man.
Yeah, Walmart, if you're listening, Jacob Walmart, if you're listening, can you update your website, please?
Jacob Walmart, if you're listening, have you sold any of these? How's it doing?
Jacob Walmart, can I ask you a question? Why are you hoarding all those PS5s in that warehouse? You know a lot of people want them, right?
Jacob Walmart, renowned scalper.
Notable scumbag Jacob Walmart has been hiding 500 PS5s in his shed.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
He's a smelly store. Anyways, okay, so I don't give a shit about Animal Crossing, so I don't have much to say. I didn't play it when it came out. I tried New Leaf. Liked it a little bit back in the day, but even then I was just kind of like, I don't think it's my thing.
That's fine. It's not for everyone.
Yeah. All right, number 7. This one's kind of cool. So the Bloodborne PS1 Demake is finally coming out. Just on PC.
Heard about this.
Have you seen any footage of this? Because this is a really fucking cool.
I have.
It's cool.
It is so cool. I could not believe that was a real, like, I thought it was just like a demo someone made or like something they pre-rendered to make look like a PS1 type thing. But I mean, this seems like it's like a whole thing.
It's not the full game. I guess they stopped after the third boss, which is a little disappointing, but understandable considering it's one guy doing this for free in his spare time. It's pretty cool though, man.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. I mean, it seriously looks. The reason I thought it was pre-rendered is because of how accurate it looks. It really does look like it's on a PS1. Just the way everyone's moving and the textures. It's incredible. I mean, this is an incredible like piece of work, and I'm really excited to give it a try.
Looking at it right now, it'd be really cool if he did, because this has gotten a lot of traction. It would be cool if he did some kind of like, I don't know, funding type thing to make some PS1 copies. That would be awesome.
Oh, like a physical copy? Yeah. That would be cool. I think you could just do that on a
disc, but I mean like a DVD. Nice, proper, like, with the case,
like with the jewel case,
little insert, you got it on the CD, but like it has like, a nice sticker and stuff.
That would be the shit.
That would be cool.
That'd be really cool. Well, you can play this until Elden Ring comes out if you're looking for something to do.
I don't know if you saw IGN posted they do like these daily fixes or whatever where they like talk about whatever's happened that day in news and stuff. And they posted one about this, and the headline was Bloodborne finally coming to PC, and it just has like only downvotes.
That's so scummy. It's such a scumbag thing to do. IGN's been on my shit list, dude. I saw the SMT just came out, SMT5, and they're like little whatever social media it was on, their little like log line for the review was like, SMT5 is good, but it feels like Persona 5 without the heart. And it's like, dude, what what are you doing? Why would you say that? It's like I don't know. That whole review is chock full of stuff like that. It's just very funny. IGN, I mean, that's their special move, I guess. They got to get the clicks.
They sometimes, I will defend them in the sense of like, there are some reviewers there who are really good. There are some reviewers there who know what they're talking about. There was something recently, I'm trying to remember. I think it was that Hot Wheels game. The review for that was really well done. Really, you could tell the guy like knew what he was talking about. He was super into like those type of games, and but yeah, you get some people who just go Bloodborne's on PC now.
What's wrong? Are they lying?
I guess they're not. I guess they're correct.
Why the downvotes? It's literally true.
Yeah. They should double down on it. Be like, no, you guys are stupid. We're telling the truth.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to playing that for sure. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
You probably won't have access to it.
No, definitely not. Not unless it's on PC. It might as well be on Mars.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, did you play Bloodborne ever? I think you told me you did. Yeah,
I did. I played it a while ago. The first time I played it, I got to the first boss, and then I beat it, and I was like, well, I don't know where to go now, so I just kind of lost interest. but I tried it a second time. I made it a lot farther. I don't know what happened. Just like a switch. I played Dark Souls. I had the same sort of experience. I didn't really like it, not because of the difficulty, but just because I don't know. I just felt aimless.
Too hard.
It was too hard. But I don't know. It's like some switch flipped, and one day I was like, let me try Dark Souls again, and I played like almost all of it, and then I went back to Bloodborne, and I didn't play almost all of it, but I played a lot more of it. And if I'm ever able to play that game again in some sort of better capacity, I definitely will. But I want to play Sekiro because Elden Ring comes out soon, and it's more like Sekiro than Bloodborne or Dark Souls. So I want to check that shit out.
I was watching some gameplay of Elden Ring. It looks cool.
Yeah, looks really cool. I'm super down.
I think we will get that Bloodborne, and I think Blue Point's making it. I think Blue Point's making both of them. We're gonna get it.
Yeah, I've seen some more people talking about that, man. It seems like it might actually happen. I hope so.
It's got to, because what else are they working on right now? It's not Metal Gear. Everyone thought they were making Metal Gear Solid. They're not. It sounds like fucking Konami's remastering some of the Metal Gears, like what, 3 or something.
I would love that.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite games. I would love.
It's gonna be so weird for them to make something Metal Gear related without Kojima, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I almost hope they don't.
Yeah,
but
I want the collection put on PS4.
Yeah, dude, that's on PS3
only.
That is crazy. If you want to play, yeah, I guess it's on Vita too. If you want to play Metal Gear Solid now, you have to get a PS3 or an Xbox. I think
Vita.
Or a Vita. Don't
everyone
discount
has
that little bad boy. Everyone has everyone has a Vita stashed somewhere in their house. Yeah, a classic thing. Everyone had one of those. It was like Pogs.
Still play my Vita.
I think the HD collection is on like Series X. I think it's still backwards compatible with the Xbox 360 release. But yeah, I mean, that's like a Sony. Everyone associates it with Sony, and the only way to play it is to get a PS3 or a Vita. Pull out your Vita.
You know what? Just because you're being a little condescending right now, I will pull out my Vita and I'll play through Metal Gear Solid 2 on it.
Well, you won't.
I'm not going to.
I believe you'll do the. I believe you'll do the first half of that. I'm sure you'll pull out your Vita and do something, but it's not going to be Metal Gear.
Right. I'll pull it out and get some 4-minute platinum. Turn it off again. Oh, speaking of Sonic.
Yeah.
I don't know. This isn't really, because this happened a little bit ago. I more so wanted to just kind of talk about state of play in general and as a concept and our thoughts on it. Now that we've had, I feel like, a very large spectrum of state of plays in as far as their quality goes. We've had your big, like, what we all assumed originally when they were like, we're going to do the state of play thing. We've had your big fucking, oh my God, crazy announcements ones. Maybe not once. We've had a couple of those. And then we've had a lot of kind of okay ones that are just kind of like some info. And then we've had some really lame ones. And so they're kind of all over the place. I mean, this last one we have, I don't know if you've looked through it at all. I have I'm
looking at
thing right attached to it. There's some cool stuff, but yeah, pretty lax.
I don't know what it is. It's just like, obviously Nintendo kind of changed the game with their directs, and it's pretty clear this is going for that sort of feel. But I don't know what it is. It's just like they don't have the same energy, and I mean that like literally. It's just when I see it, when a direct comes up, I'm like pumped the whole way through, even if it's like as soon as someone's talking, I'm like listening. But with the state of play, I'm just like, all right, what's the next thing? It's like, oh, okay, there's that. I feel like a state of play could be like 5 minutes long. You know what I mean?
Do you think that's because Nintendo has established directs being very, very hype oriented and has a very good track record with directs being kind of like mini E3s all the time?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's just the expectation I have whenever I see one of these. Because I know it's possible to do something big, because like the difference between something like E3 and like a state of play is that no one's forcing you to put a state of play out,
Yeah.
Like you don't have to announce this today. If you can wait until you have like 2 or 3 like bombshells and then just have, like some Cartwright game in between it. But I feel like with the state of play, they're just like, it's been long enough. Yeah, what do we got? Yeah, we got KOF 15's coming out. Yeah, some people care about that, right? That's what it is. I feel like with the state of play, it's like everything is like, oh yeah, some people care about that. It's not something that's going to blow everyone away.
Yeah. I feel like most of these could have just been like blog posts. I'm looking through it right now. We have, Little Devil. I don't know if you looked at that at all. It looks kind of cool. Little Devil Inside. There's a new Star Ocean. Whatever. First Class Scroll.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
See, some people are going to like
King
that.
of Fighters. Whatever. Kart Rider. All right. Is Kart Rider related to Mod Nation at all? No.
I have no
Where's
idea.
Mod Nation? I want Mod Nation back. Do I?
I had totally forgotten about that until right now. I didn't remember what it was the first time you said it, but the second time it came back to me.
Mod Nation Racers, man. PS3 and Vita.
Can't forget the Vita.
I liked Mod Nation Racers.
But yeah, I agree. I mean, none of these are. I don't know. I'm sure there's a couple of people out there that were losing their shit over Star Ocean. I was really excited for that King of Fighters section, but again, that's just because I like fighting games already. If I didn't, I would be just waiting for the next thing. So I don't know,
dude. This Death's Door got announced too, which I'm excited for. That's probably the one I care about most from this because I know you said you didn't know about this game, but it's I love the guys who made this, which I don't know their fucking name, but they made Titan Souls as well.
Acid Nerve.
What's up?
Acid Nerve.
Oh yeah, right here.
Oh, it's only 2 people. Holy crap.
Yeah, well, Titan Souls totally seems like it was made by 2 people, but I love Titan Souls. I'm gonna see if I can get you to check out Titan Souls because you've played Shadow of the Colossus, right?
No, I still haven't.
What?
Yeah, I still have not played that.
All right,
game.
Never mind. You gotta play Shadow of the Colossus, dude.
Yeah, I want to. I have it on PS Plus. It's just sitting there.
Just download it.
How long is it? I have it downloaded. I've had it downloaded and deleted off and on for like years.
15 hours, maybe less. Depends. I mean, you can beat it really fast. You could beat it in like 4, 5 hours, but it's mostly going to be about your ability to kind of solve the puzzles.
Okay.
With the Colossi.
I mean, I know it's really good, man. I know it's kind of a big deal. I want to play it. I just I don't know, man. I gotta play Final Fantasy.
I gotta keep playing Final Fantasy 14. Okay, I guess like 10 hours. 10 hours.
That's not too bad. I mean, I could do that in a weekend probably.
Yeah. Some people are saying 7. It totally depends on how fast you're able to figure these Colossi out. Love that game. You got to go play the original PS2 version, which looks like shit and runs like shit and is shit.
Is there any reason to not play the remake?
Not at all. There are some people who are just like, oh, well, it totally takes away. There was this one, I can't remember. I was watching some video essay from someone who was just like, yeah, the remake totally like missed the mark with like all the original, like everything from the first. I'm just like, what are you talking about? The remake is just,
what did they change?
Like, they just made it tremendously better. They made it control better. They made it look way better. The first one is hard to play. It's really hard because like even the remake to some extent is hard to play. The controls are still weird, even though they made it a little more modern. It's still controls weird. It feels like a very floaty, uncomfortable game sometimes. But the reason for that is because they wanted it, and I don't know. This is a very stupid game dev excuse for things, but I've always kind of considered it to be acceptable with this game. They wanted it to be a real struggle climbing these colossi. So the controls are kind of weird and loose and hard to it's hard to maneuver and stuff. And I kind of like that, but I don't know if that's just them being lazy. Because you know what? They made the same excuse with the following game, fucking Last Guardian, whereas like, why can't you control Tree? Oh, because he's an animal, so it's hard to control him. So maybe they're just full of shit.
It could be. That sounds like it could be. I mean, that's an older game, right? When did that come out? 2004 or something?
Last Guardian?
No, Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah. Like Last Guardian, unfortunately, came out like a few years ago.
Are people like warmer on that game now? Because I remember when it came out, it was like people were not happy. But do people look back on it fondly?
I don't know. I feel like they don't. I don't hear it discussed very much.
Yeah, it's on PS Plus, right? Like on the PS5 like collection thing?
Yeah, it is. I don't know. I still never played it, and I always wanted to, and I still part of me does because I love Eco, and then Shadow Colossus is like one of my favorite games ever. I don't know. I just, every time I've seen gameplay of it, I've been like, this looks like it is difficult to control and looks uncomfortable to play. Like the whole thing just looks
Yeah.
uncomfortable. And I don't know. I wonder what people are thinking about.
Well, if you like Shadow of the Colossus, then I mean, if you're able to get through that, why not get through Last Guardian too?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. It's somewhat because I mean, I played Shadow of the Colossus when it like first came out on PS2. I think my dad just like randomly bought it or something. So I definitely had some nostalgia there, but also I had the knowledge of after playing it and enjoying it a lot, like everyone is kind of like, yeah, it's one of the greatest games ever. And I'm like, oh yeah,
I remember
yeah,
that. Yeah.
and then it kind of that mentality has stayed, and the conversation around Last Guardian has always been a bit negative, I think. So I'm just like, when I have so many
Yeah.
games to play, I don't know. Do I need a 12-hour experience that I walk away from like, it's fine?
Yes.
Yes, I
You
do. Right now. Bye.
All right, that's the end of the first episode, guys. We're gonna go play Last Guardian and Shadow of the Colossus, respectively.
Let's play them back to back. Stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a state of play. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to mention here. Oh, two other things, but one of them will lead us into our next story. Are we on time? I think we're fine.
Yeah.
I think we're doing okay on time. Okay, so this Five Nights at Freddy's game, I just think it's funny because this is like the 50th time we've seen this game. It's been everywhere at like every event, every fucking state of play. They're just constantly talking about this game. There has to be some kind of like deal, like publisher deal that they have with these guys that it's like, yeah, it has to be in
Isn't it
every single thing. Because I'm tired of seeing this fucking game. I already don't care about it to begin with, but it's everywhere.
is it not an exclusive? I thought it was.
Is it an exclusive?
I think it is, yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. And if it isn't, it's probably just because it's super popular, man.
Is
Five
it
Nights at Freddy's
still?
is
I didn't even
huge.
know
Yeah,
that.
I mean, maybe not with us, but like with the general public, youngsters, it's still huge.
That's crazy.
Still selling.
Well, you know what? I never knew. It looks like it is exclusive. You're right. I never knew because it feels like I don't know. And I guess maybe I'm just disconnected. But it felt like they put out those like first like 4 of them when it was like blowing up on PC like back in the day, and then they were just like
Yep.
putting out so many. Like I feel like I've seen since then after like it got removed from PC and it was like coming day and date with like console stuff. I feel like I've seen like 30 of these games. Just like,
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of
what
them
is it
for
still
sure.
that same gameplay? Are you still just sitting there at a computer looking?
No. That's only the first like I think 3. I think after that they started doing their own thing. I might be wrong. I don't know anything. I only followed it for the first 3. I didn't even play any of them, but no, definitely not. I mean, that new one is like a first person thing. There was that one sister location. I don't really remember much about it, but yeah, exactly. And I don't remember much about it. I don't think it was like that either. But I mean, there's plenty of these games, man. People keep buying them. People keep getting writing movies about them. That's coming out soon. There's like books. There's like 20 books or something. So I get why it's so like they're pushing it all the time.
Do we need these things? Can't we live our life peacefully without Freddy Fazbear?
Maybe we can, but not little 12-year-old Jimmy down the street. He lives for this. He's got his little Freddy Fazbear costume for Halloween last week. You didn't see that?
I didn't see little Jimmy wearing the Freddy Fazbear costume. His parents should have taken that away from him. Been like, that is a horrifying monster. Yeah.
It should have been like, there's too many of these, Jimmy. Here's a Kratos costume. Play that instead.
Kratos, possibly one of the only characters you could name that is a more horrifying monster than.
Don't ask me. I'm not Jimmy's dad. I didn't make that choice.
You're Jimmy's dad. It's you.
I
am. Yeah, it's funny. It's I blame Markiplier. Blame him. He's still out there.
Yeah, dude. Games. I mean, that's how I consume those games. So, I'm sure he's real happy about it.
All right, so this is our next story, but also one of the other things that was shown in this state of play was some Bugsnax DLC, which I think is cool. Did you ever play Bugsnax at all?
I did. I didn't finish it, but I really liked it. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize what the gameplay was going to be like. I had zero expectations going into it, and I was super into it.
It was cool. It was cool. I also didn't. I don't think I don't even know if I got super far in it, but I did play, you know, at least a few hours, and I thought it was really cool. It almost like reminded me of Horizon, like with all the little
Zero
gadgets.
Dawn.
Yeah, with all the little gadgets, you're trying to trap things, and like it was.
Never played that either.
What? You got to go play some.
Yeah.
Game.
I played a demo of it before it came out, and I really liked it. I remember being blown away at how cool the combat was.
Dude.
But
It's
I didn't.
Awesome. Horizon is awesome.
Sure.
I am fucking excited for this new one.
Why play Horizon when I can just play as Aloy in Genshin Impact?
Did you see that picture Nick sent of Nikocado Avocado and Fat Aloy from the new Horizon?
No.
He sent it in the group chat. Oh my god. That thing is so
There's a fat
it's not at all. People are like people are being so dumb with the trailer for the new one. They're like, "Oh my god, Aloy's ugly now. They made her ugly and she's just like she just looks like a person. Like I don't even know what they're talking about."
Yeah, dude.
She looks a little less anime character-y, maybe. That's fine.
Yeah, man. I remember when The Last of Us 2 came out, it's all I could hear about. It's, anytime any Western developer releases a video game, that's all I hear about. Why are they ugly, bro?
It's really obnoxious. Like just let them be.
Yeah. If you want a game with like hot characters you can bang, just go play Bugsnax. That's what those kinds of games are for.
You want like hot characters that you can like bang and then get like French fries fingers and like tomato feet. And, dude, just go play Bugsnax.
It's true. It's there for. And yeah, that new DLC looks really cool. I saw the title Isle of Big Snacks and I was like, I hope that's what I think it is, and it was. Yeah. And I was really happy about it. I'll play that.
Yeah,
I'll probably play that.
I'm interested in checking it out. Well, so here's the fun thing. Here's our story. So number 9 is thanks to an unnamed fan, Bugsnax Isle of Big Snacks DLC will now have trophies.
Right. You're gonna have to explain that.
Okay, so when it came out, there was a big lashback, and not big, but big enough in like the PlayStation community of people who are playing Bugsnax. Like these are like PlayStation people. Yeah. So this DLC, they said it was not going to have any DLC trophies. And so I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to play it. What's the point? And I think a lot of people felt that way because, yeah, let me get into it here. This is George Yang as well, but he's on a different website, GameSpot. George Yang getting around. Good for you.
Good for you, Georgie.
Bang. Oh, he's banging the Bugsnax. Yang. Anyway.
He's got them tomato feet, bro.
Got some French fry fingers. So I guess a fan asked the developers, Young Horses. It's a good developer name.
I didn't know that was their name.
I didn't either till I just read that. It's funny. A fan had asked if there were going to be new trophies added, and Young Horses said that they weren't at the time. But not giving up, the unnamed fan jokingly offered to come up with a trophy list for free. Surprisingly, the studio relented, and now new trophies for the DLC are coming. So they had like
that is so fucking
I know.
cool.
They had a big exchange of tweets, and I assume they must have been hearing this from other people because it was, at least in the circles of things I listen to, people were talking about like immediately, like, why isn't this in DLC trophies? Which I think is fair. Like, why wouldn't it, right? People underestimate how, I know, because you don't care about trophies and stuff, but I feel like people underestimate that, like, a lot of people buy and play games, like, with that in mind. Mm-hmm. And I genuinely think there would have been a lot of Bugsnax players not playing this DLC without these trophies in there because it just, oh, well, you know, I have other games to play and, you know, I wouldn't even be working on my trophy list at all.
Yeah, other trophies to nab.
Other trophies to snacks.
To grip. Yeah, to snack on.
To snack. I got these trophy arms and legs.
just like stuffing a trophy down one of the characters' throats.
It's like so off weight. Like, oh my god, your fucking arm hits the ground. Like, I got this massive trophy. I can't carry it.
Yeah, your little sound effect and just like a.
That sounded very metal-y when it sounded like a trophy hitting.
Are they not?
Metal? They are. No, I was saying it was a good representation of that.
Yeah, I don't really follow trophies and stuff, but I get that it's, you know, people are really into that. I know that people have like not gotten games on Switch because there's no trophy system and whatnot. And when Xbox introduced the achievements, that was like a huge deal. So I get it. I totally get it. And I think it's really cool of them that they did that for sure.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool. Like that game.
Play it.
Yeah, I probably should. There's so much else to play. It was also sitting on my PS5 for a while, and I think I ended up deleting it because I was like,
yeah, that is exactly what happened to me too.
It was cool though.
I got other PS5 games to play.
Cool though. I'm looking up Young Horses real quick. I want to see what else have they done. They have a fact sheet, dude.
On their website.
For a second, I thought it said George Yang. I'm like, he works here too. Oh,
he does get
they're the Octodad guys. I don't know if I knew that.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Cool. I have never played that game once in my life, but it looks really cool.
I think I played it at a PSX when Dadly as Catch was coming out for a PSX card. I think that was the only reason I played it, for one of the trading cards.
Yeah, that's like a real life trophy if you think about it.
There were trophy cards. That was PSX awesome, dude. You would go, and after you complete a certain amount of things, you would get your bronze trophy, then you would get your silver trophy, you get the gold, and of course the fat plats.
Do you think we'll see one of those again?
I would love it. I feel like probably not, but I think that's a missed opportunity, because I think those PSX, I went to the 2016 one and the 2017 one, which it was the last one, I believe. I think there were a couple before that too, but they were really, really cool. Really, really special events.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And they had such cool, I remember that's where they announced the FF7 remake at a PSX, right? I want to say.
No.
The
7 remake was that crazy E3 in 2015 where they announced Horizon, God of War, Final Fantasy 7 remake, Spider-Man. Maybe Spider-Man wasn't in that one. There was a crazy goes down in history like one of the best conferences.
Yeah. What I'm thinking of, that's where they announced Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yeah.
Which should have been that is insane, like a foreshadowing for what happened to PSX.
Well, that same one was where they announced Last of Us 2 as well, in that same conference with Infinite. So I feel like that balanced it out a little bit, even though everyone hated Last of Us 2. I didn't.
at least half of the people did. I thought it was great.
It was great. They're wrong. They're wrong and stupid. If you're listening to this and you hated Last of Us 2, stop listening. Leave.
All right, there goes episode 2 of this podcast, dude.
We just killed off our entire fan base of the one guy listening.
Listen, dude. Last of Us 2 is good, and if you don't like Star Wars: The Last Jedi, you're wrong, also, dude. What's another controversial thing people don't like? Captain Marvel. That's a great movie. I actually do think I love that movie.
If you didn't like the Dark Pictures anthology Little Hope, that's fine. It's bad.
I don't blame you.
Me neither, man. All right, where the fuck are we? Where's even the doc? I don't know. Thank you, George Yang, for all of your help today.
Yeah, let us know if you ever want to be on the show.
Everyone,
from one George
go
to
tweet
another.
At George Yang saying expected podcast would like you on to talk about your work at Young Horses. Anyways,
yeah.
If
I'd love to interview
for whatever reason we actually end up somehow getting George Yang on this podcast at some point in the future, I'm just saying it now in case this ever gets clipped or anything, I'm gonna pretend like I think he works at Young Horses and make him really uncomfortable
until he corrects you.
Yeah, but I'll try to do it subtly. So just be asking him questions that are like, why are you asking me this? Yeah, well, when Bugsnax came out, oh yeah, I know about Bugs. Why are you asking about Bugs?
Yeah,
that kind of shit.
Yeah,
that'd be really funny.
That'd be a really funny thing to do. Actually,
I will.
Yeah, screenshot this.
Yeah. Okay, number 10. This is a weird one. Netflix gaming launches. So I'm sure you've heard about them. They've been talking about starting this gaming service for a second now. And
let the games begin.
I guess they did it.
As they say.
Oh, yeah. That's the headline to this article. I guess they did it in the US. It seems weird, man. It's just right now mobile games. I think there was a rumor that they were going to be doing something with PlayStation as well. So I think the idea is that to expand to other forms of games later. But right now, I mean, is this why they pulled out of Dead by Daylight for this garbage? Like what?
Oh, that could be it.
It's a stupid reason because they just have these little Stranger Things games. Like they have Stranger Things 3, or the game.
That's old.
Yeah, that came out on Switch. Yeah.
That came out when Stranger Things season 3 did, or before, or even,
Yeah, I
right?
think so.
Yeah.
And I guess there's a new little Stranger Things like 8-bit game or something called 1984. And then like, what is this? Like a card game? Card Blast? Come on. Why do we need this? Does anyone need this?
Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna pan out for them. I guess they're not really targeting like, I guess they're targeting people that have Netflix already, because everyone does. Maybe some like mom in Minnesota will be like, oh yeah, I like Stranger Things. It's on my phone. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. That might be what they're courting. But if they're moving to consoles, I can't see that really working out for them, unless they just make some genuinely really incredible stuff. If they make a Stranger Things game like The Last of Us, I'll play that.
Dude, I would too. Stranger Things game
Yeah,
starring
of
Joel.
course.
That'd be awesome.
It's just straight up. That's not what I meant, but that is way better. Yeah.
Clickers running around versus the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be sick.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. This is gonna be totally off my radar as soon as I like at the end of the sentence.
Yeah, I feel like even what you were saying with like, your mom's in Minnesota, like you have to go download a separate app for this. Like a Netflix game app. And I like at that point, it's like, what if you wanted to play some game called Card Blast? You already have one of the 5 billion Card Blast clones that are just for free on phones. I don't know. We'll see how it does.
That's a very good point. Yeah, I'll be following it.
Apart from their IP, like if they're trying to do just like make it just like a game streaming service, like there's enough of that, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
What other IP?
Well, we'll see.
Anything else that they could make something cool off? Can't even.
American Horror Story, is that them?
I don't even think that's them.
That's them, right?
No, maybe the new ones are Netflix exclusive. Not originally though.
The Cowboy Bebop live action remake, maybe.
Cowboy Bebop
Death Note live action remake.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
dude, I would legitimately love a Death Note live action remake video game. Legit, I would play the hell out of that. That sounds hilarious.
I would too. No one, the average person would not.
Yeah, well, who knows? Who knows what they're doing? They know more about this than we do, I guess. This is like a whole new paradigm for them. Hopefully, it works out. Maybe there'll be a new like thing moving forward.
You know what I'm thinking now? Because they also had those like choose your own, almost like Telltale-esque Netflix
like
game, Bandersnatch, and then they had the Minecraft story mode one too, which it was like when Telltale announced that they were all going under. They're like, we're keeping a team of 24 to finish the Netflix Minecraft story mode, and that's it. Everything else is canceled.
And it was worth it because it's the best thing they've ever put out.
I can't speak on that. Maybe.
Yeah, I can't think of a single Telltale game better than Minecraft story mode on Netflix.
All I know is I didn't like Bandersnatch because it was like that formula, but it felt like a light version of that formula where I was like, you have these two paths and you choose this one. Oh, game over. Like it basically was like you can't choose that one, choose the other one. Like whatever would happen would be like, okay, and they just put you back to choose the other one. I'm like, well, this defeats the purpose of this.
Oh.
And there was also this scene where this guy was tripping on acid and freaked me out, man. Freaked me out. I was like, I feel like I'm tripping on acid right now.
I guess it was effective though.
All right.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Netflix. Good luck with your Card Blast. Okay,
hold up. Let me really quick say this. Did you know there was an Uncharted card game on Vita?
Yeah, fuck yeah. It was, and you know who made it? Sony Bend.
Yeah, I found that out yesterday. I couldn't fucking believe it. First of all, I couldn't believe there was a card game, period. But when I looked up the box art and I saw the big Bend Studio logo on it, it blew my mind.
Dude, hell yeah.
Crazy. I wonder if it was good.
I feel like I played it briefly somewhere. Maybe it was like I don't know. Maybe it was like one of the, like display Vitas they would have at a place had it on there. They made it, I think, right after what's Golden Abyss right after Golden Abyss, Uncharted Fight for Fortune.
That's sick as hell. I wonder if it was good.
Oh man, I'm looking at Ben's like all their games they've developed right now, and this is
it's such a crazy story.
This is a crazy list of games I'm looking at.
Yeah,
we got
Bubsy.
I know. I didn't know they made Bubsy 3D.
Yeah, dude, they sure did.
That's crazy. And then all the Siphon filters, which they just did that for 10 years, and then you get the fucking PSP Resistance. All right, strange, but okay. And then they made Golden Abyss. And Golden Abyss, I still think pretty good game, pretty good Uncharted game. Don't have a problem with it.
Haven't played it.
It's cool, and it utilized the Vita pretty well. And then Fight for Fortune, which came out a year later, but I can't imagine that was it was probably made like kind of in tandem with Golden Abyss and stuff. And then for 7 years, they don't put out anything till Days Gone. And then it's Days Gone.
That game that game is like an anomaly to me, dude. I remember when they first announced it thinking like, what is this? Like, why, who's gonna, I guess it looks cool. Like the zombie horde part looked cool. That was like a cool selling point, but I don't know. It was just way too late. Maybe if that game came out like years ago, would have been interesting.
I've heard it's a lot better now with, I guess, because there were a lot of
I'm sure issues. It works now. Yeah. I'm sure it's playable now.
And also it has a PS5 patch, and I guess that fixes or it made it a lot better with especially the zombie horde and stuff. Like it would frame drop and shit like that. Now none of that's happening.
Well, I'm not gonna play it regardless.
Hey man, why not? That's fine. I feel like I do think it's sad they didn't get to do a sequel for that.
Yeah.
Because I bet a sequel could have been, I think they learned a lot, and I think it could have been a much cooler deal. But
yeah,
who knows what they're working. Apparently they got fucking forced to work on some Last of Us remake that no one wants, so who the fuck knows? We'll see what's going on. So okay, number 11. This is a quick one, just and not even really much to discuss, but Dead by Daylight leaks happening. 2 new chapters got leaked. We're talking about this because I play a lot of Dead by Daylight, and I know you're into it as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's going to be a Conjuring DLC pack apparently, which I don't care about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure a lot of, just judging by box office, I'm sure a lot of people care about this, but I
was talking to Nick about it, and he said he was like, "Oh, that's really cool." I was like, "Oh, cool." I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, they're huge. I mean, it's like a whole little cinematic universe they got going on. There's like 3 different movies that are all in the same universe or something. I don't know. I haven't seen any of them. I don't really go for ghost horror movies.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say. Cool, I guess. I'm sure a lot of people like it.
Chapter.
Dude,
what would that be? We don't need that.
the ghost dimension. That'll be the stage.
I can't think of anyone who would be survivors or like killers in that.
There's returning characters. There's like the main, that whole series is like one story over the course of like 3 movies until it just goes bananas and there's demons and ghost dimensions and stuff. But I don't know. I could see it happening. I guess you could be the ghost. You could be the first invisible killer, like 100% of the time invisible. I mean,
be kind of cool. Kind of cool, actually. Yeah.
It would be kind of cool. You just like have a little camera UI.
Be like the oh god, what was it? The golden power up from Mario 3D World.
Like this golden suit, you just can't lose.
Yeah. They'd let you do it if you're playing killer and you like lose like 5 matches in a row. They'd be like, "Do you want to play as the Paranormal Activity ghost?" It seems like you're bad.
That would be great. That would be great. That'll be the next one after Conjuring.
You know, I was thinking though. I was thinking because, and I don't know enough about Conjuring, so maybe someone can correct me. But I was wondering, what if this one is just survivors? Because we've had a lot of just killer packs before, which I know is maybe a little disappointing. But I was trying to look it up a little bit, and I can't think of anyone who would make sense for this. Any killer?
For a killer? Yeah. And Annabelle, right? The doll.
Is that? Oh, she was like a ghost or something.
It's like a possessed doll, I think.
I guess
you could do that. They'll probably do that. I don't know anything about The Conjuring, but I know who Annabelle is, so that'll probably be. I mean, she had her own spin-off, I think, or it was a prequel. Put in the boy. I
was just gonna fucking, dude. I had that reaction. I was literally about to say, like, Jorge, the boy. Oh my god, put in Brahms. Oh my god, put in Brahms.
His whole thing is he can hide inside like props and then burst out of them.
Spoilers for the boy.
That could mean a lot of things, though. You don't know what that puppet's up to,
dude. That would be fucking awesome. Oh my god,
that will never happen in a fucking million years.
I'm gonna push for it. Maybe we can make it happen. Let's get a campaign going on Twitter.
That's true. Hashtag where's the boy?
Hashtag bring Brahms back.
Bring Brahms back. Bring Brahms back.
Bring bombs back.
Yeah, well, that'll come out and it'll be good. I'm sure. Oh, I'm not gonna get it.
One more little thing on Dead by Daylight. You know how we were talking about Pennywise as being like an option for a
Mm-hmm.
while. Apparently, Stephen King at some point said he doesn't want to lend his IP to games, like more
Oh,
recently. So I guess that's not happening.
huh.
Which,
Well,
yeah,
oh well,
whatever.
that could
I
have been
want Dracula,
cool. But I mean, yeah, give me Dracula, give me any Universal monster. I would rather take any Universal monster over Pennywise.
the Bride of Frankenstein.
E-
That's who we get.
Even the Bride of Frankenstein. Yeah, dude. Honestly, anything. I just want them to look like just want them to look stupid.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to be like the old like '60s design. Give me that. If you're gonna put the Bride of Frankenstein in there, do like the big Marge Simpson hair. You know, give me that. I would love that for real.
They should and as a survivor, it should be oh god, what Gene Wilder in Young Frankenstein.
Young
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
that would be fucking awesome.
I don't know if that counts, but I'm sure they could make it work.
Anyways, okay. Last news story, and this is, I guess, one. I don't know if either of us care that much about this, but Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 were delayed. Two pretty big Activision Blizzard games.
Yeah.
This makes sense. I mean, I feel like they just canceled BlizzCon as well, and they got to get away from all this press these last few months.
Yeah. I totally get it. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure developing games has not been easy at Blizzard since all that stuff came out.
Absolutely.
I mean, honestly, it seems like it hasn't been easy the entire time, but I'm sure being like trying to focus on making a game right now is probably really difficult. So I mean, I guess take your time. Take your time to fix your company, I guess, before you release any other games. I was kind of excited for Overwatch 2. I didn't even know it had a release date yet, so this isn't affecting me at all.
Diablo 4, I didn't even know this got announced because I remember the last thing about Diablo was then when they did that press conference and everyone thought Diablo 4 was about to get announced and they ended it with that stupid mobile game. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that shit is legendary.
They booed. Oh, I felt bad for that guy though on stage though.
I know. I mean, what could he have said? I guess not. Don't you guys have phones? I guess anything other than that. But
did he say that on stage?
Did that ever come? Yeah, he did. You don't remember that? That was like a huge part of it that everyone was like complaining, and he was like, "Don't you guys have phones? Like, what's the big deal?"
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that one guy came up and he was like, "Yeah, that's not the issue." That one guy came up and he was like, "Is this an out of season?"
Oh,
April
that
Fool's
was
prank?
weird. That was awkward though. That was weird and awkward. That guy shouldn't.
Yeah, but it got a good reaction from the crowd. It seems like that's how everyone felt. I don't know. I'm glad I have no no stakes in that. I'm always, whenever something disappointing happens, I always think it's a good thing I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
But then when something disappointing happens that I am a fan of, I think, fuck, I think that I'm a fan of this.
Overwatch 2, that's such a weird game. I don't know if do you know a lot about what they're doing with it?
Yeah, it's like a total sequel. There's a story mode now, and they're pushing a lot of the big pushes for co-op. That's the new thing. There's like a co-op mode, which is fine. And it's more like, in terms of the multiplayer, it's more like almost like an expansion than a full sequel. But I guess the 2 is because of all the other stuff that they've been adding.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I mean, Left 4 Dead, people still play Left 4 Dead 2. And if it can do that same sort of thing for Overwatch, just like a game where people like, yeah, let's play a quick game of Overwatch 2 co-op, I can see that being like a real cool thing. But there's like no news on it, and it's delayed, so I'll just put it out of my mind for a while.
I feel like, because that's the whole thing, right? With the Overwatch 1 multiplayer, it's supposed to be all the new characters that are being added to Overwatch 2 are also being added to Overwatch 1.
I think so.
The multiplayer is supposed to be like kind of seamless between them, which is weird. I'm confused.
It is weird. I see. Seamless in what way, though? What do you mean?
Like, they're supposed to be able to just play together, all the same maps, all the same characters, all the the patches and everything. They're like redesigning a bunch of the charers, and I think they're implementing that all into Overwatch 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I have been hearing since this game was announced. That both, unless they've changed it since then, that was definitely the case when it got announced. Was they were talking about how it was going to be basically the reason to buy Overwatch 2 is for, one, obviously it'll run better, be on modern consoles and stuff, but 2 is just for the play PvE stuff, the co-op kind of like campaign world that they're working on.
That's interesting. I don't know. That honestly kind of makes me less excited, because I thought they were gonna do new things in the multiplayer, but whatever.
They are, but I guess that's all coming to the one we have also, which is very weird. Very weird.
I guess that's
if
cool.
I'm wrong, please someone tell me. I don't feel like looking it up right now. But I'm pretty sure that was
that's
the
fine.
case.
Yeah, someone comment.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg killed a man.
Mark Wahlberg, I don't know
next?
if you guys know this. I found out recently that Mark Wahlberg literally killed a man. He took his life. He just sucked it out of him.
He just like put his hand on the dude's like skull, and I don't know what it was, but it was like some sort of smoke was coming out of his body, and then the guy's corpse just like fell over.
Mark Wahlberg went.
That's why he has so many biceps, dude.
That's why he's in so many movies. They were like, "Wow, you've asserted your dominance very well. Maybe you can."
Yeah, you're a great fit for Transformers.
You're a great fit for what's the new? Oh, for Sully and Uncharted. Wait, no, you're not.
Sully and Uncharted. Wait, oops, too late now. Whoops. You're a great fit for Transformers. There'll be a great scene. You'll do really great in the scene where you're arguing with your daughter's boyfriend about whether or not it's legal for them to have sex because she's underage. That'll be a great scene for you, Mark Wahlberg. That's a real scene in that movie. It's not a joke.
That's a lot, man.
Look it up. Look up Mark Wahlberg killed a guy and look up Transformers.
Don't look up the first one. Take our word for it.
Just believe us. We know what we're talking about. I know earlier we said we don't know what we're talking about, but that is
the one thing I know what I'm talking about. And
there's anything in the world I know with 100% certainty.
You can comment anything that we're wrong about, but I can guarantee you won't need to comment about that one because it's factual evidence. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so all right. Best of luck to Activision Blizzard. Not really though. They seem a little awful.
Not really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best of proper legal systems to Activision Blizzard.
Best
of following the law to Activision.
By all these lawsuits.
Yeah, best of getting sued by the state of California to Activision Blizzard. I wish you all the best getting sued.
I hope everyone else there who's not part of that, I hope they're okay. Because that sucks.
Yeah, you guys, work on your games. Do your best.
Yeah. I wonder, do you think we'll move on just a sec. I just wanted to ask, do you think Overwatch 2's sales will be, and I guess this goes for any of these upcoming Blizzard games, do you think the sales are going to be affected at all because of all this trash?
I don't think it'll come out anytime soon. So I guess it pans out on, it just depends on how this whole situation is resolved. Because I mean, if these lawsuits go on and then they end and then nothing changes, then I could see people are already saying boycott Blizzard, but I could see people actually boycotting Blizzard if they just see no consequence for, all this stuff. But it's a while out. Did they say when it was delayed to, or just
wonder if they,
indefinitely?
Wait, this can't be right. The company was not specific on exactly how long the games would be delayed, but neither game will be released in 2022. That doesn't
sound wrong. Was it originally? I guess Overwatch 2 has been developed for
Overwatch
a long time,
2 in 2023 now, over a year away. That's crazy. I remember Overwatch 2 being announced a while ago.
Yeah. It's been a while, but I don't know what they're working on.
Damn. I mean, that is a really long time, but how these things go, and especially because this was such a big deal. I mean, usually, even in the worst case scenario, walked in, everyone in the development team, they all went and killed each other. Oh my God, a huge story, boycott, whatever. But usually that kind of shit dies out really quickly and people don't end up boycotting.
That exact thing happened with Blizzard with the Hong Kong thing. Everyone was like, boycott Blizzard, Hong Kong good. And then everyone forgot about that until you
mention it to me right now, honestly.
Exactly. The only reason people talk about it is when they're talking about this new thing. They're like, yeah, what happened to that? What I thought we were still on that. So I don't know. It depends. I mean, I doubt the lawsuit will be over by then because fucking legal system takes forever to actually do anything.
Yeah.
Maybe everyone will have forgotten by then.
Yeah, maybe.
We can hope not, but
I don't know. I guess that probably is the smart move, delaying him as far as you possibly can fathom doing so, because it probably, at least if it came out right now, I think the sales might be affected a little bit. It's not a good look, man. Not a good look with all that press
definitely
putting out a game.
Yeah, I mean, if it was now, for sure, it would definitely affect sales, but I don't think it was going to come out soon, regardless.
I thought Overwatch 2 was on the horizon, but I guess I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah, they haven't been talking much about it. They haven't shown off that much, honestly. I think they just, a couple of weeks ago, they showed off the Bastion rework.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if they're still showing off stuff like that, I guess there's still a lot that we don't know about.
Right.
We'll see.
Whatever. I don't really care that much, especially if Overwatch 2 is going to be the same as 1 with the multiplayer. I'll just play that.
Yeah.
I already own that.
Good point.
I still open that every once in a while. I haven't for a while, but that game is cool.
It's fun.
It's cool to just jump into.
Really
you don't really need to. It's not too intimidating. I feel like you just kind of pop in and be like, oh, I'm gonna jump around as a big monkey. Okay.
Yeah, until you hit competitive and everyone is the worst.
Okay.
Then it's a little less fun.
Yeah.
I don't mean the worst like they're bad at the game. I mean the worst like they're awful to do anything with.
They're all Bastion as a turret, just sitting there.
No, I just mean they're, I'm going to play Hanzo, and then you just hear a bunch of mics turn on being like, that sort of thing.
Thank you for making my editing job harder later. Going through and trying to compress all of this.
Yeah, I'm seeing the waveform just be a perfect square there. That's what I was going for.
You accomplished it. I'll put on the screen mic warning, little countdown. Okay, well, let's get this all wrapped up. Okay, just real quick. We talked about a lot of these already. Just some new releases that happened, and if we have any thoughts on them. Call of Duty Vanguard came out. Do you care at all?
Yeah, did you... Not really. I didn't know it was coming out, honestly. I didn't remember it existed till I saw the release date of it. Mm-hmm. But the thing that brought me back to it was, I don't know if you saw that video of T-Pain with the launch trailer.
No, I don't think so.
He was at some event and they showed some trailer. I think it was the launch trailer for Vanguard. And he said, like, Call of Duty Vanguard coming out, pre-order, preload, pre-cum, let's go.
That's awesome.
So I'm kind of down for this one. Yeah,
that's fucking sick.
I'm kind of down for this one.
Oh man.
Other than that, I don't know nothing about it. So
how's it doing?
I guess that's fine. I don't know. It's Call of Duty. It's probably
no. I just mean like reception wise, like because
it's Call of Duty. It's probably doing fine.
Because this one just seemed so uninteresting to me. Like I don't know, and also I think it was Sledgehammer making it. They're the worst ones. They're easily the least interesting of the 3 teams.
Which ones?
They did the World War World War II a few years ago, which that was like just weird, man. That like you didn't have perks and stuff.
Oh,
you had set like classes essentially, and like set
it's like Battlefield,
kind of, but it didn't work. Huh. It was like just let me choose my fucking perks. And then I think the previous one, their first one that they did by themselves, I actually really liked, but I'm very alone in this. Advanced Warfare with big old Kevin Spacey. That doesn't age well, but I liked the multiplayer.
That's
in that
funny.
One a lot. This I don't know. This looks boring. I wish they would get boots off the ground again.
Give me boots in the air.
Boots out of control.
Hashtag boots in the air. Boots out of control. Yeah. Hashtag boots going bananas. Give me that.
But whatever. The people will cry about what they want to cry about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I should have picked up Cold War. Treyarch's my favorite, and the zombies I heard was super cool, and it was all free updates and stuff. And I didn't, and now I feel like it's too late. Now I'm like,
it's not too late.
But you want to be with a Call of Duty when it's like that. Call of Duty's year. That's the best time to be playing one, in my opinion.
Well, then it is too late. Sorry.
Thank you for acknowledging your error. Okay, what else? There's a new Fatal Frame game. You like Fatal Frame, right?
Fatal Frame? I didn't know that. I've never played a Fatal Frame game, but it seemed cool. I didn't know there was a new one.
I'm thinking of that Surgeon game you used to like. Trauma Center. I get them confused.
I love Trauma Center, dude. Trauma Center is fucking incredible. It's so underrated, and if anyone in the universe is listening to this, if you take anything away from this podcast, it's go play Trauma Center. Even if you don't like it, just try it. You might love it.
There is not a new Trauma Center released this week.
Unfucking fortunately, yeah. Unfucking fortunately.
Oh my God, they're still putting out Neptunia games. That's the funniest thing in the world.
What?
There's a new one, Neptunia Cross Senran Kagura Ninja Wars.
What the fucking? What's the?
I don't know.
What does that
mean to you? Does that mean something?
Senran Kagura is that fucking titty ninja game. You know, you've seen those? They're like on PS4 and 3DS.
Alive?
No. It's like a, I don't even know. It's like a, I think it was a beat 'em up. There's a bunch of different games, but if you look it up, if you look up the name, you might recognize it. It's the whole thing of it is just about like titty ninjas. That's what they do. They're just like hot anime ninjas, and they're just going around like their clothes are exploding off and stuff. And I cannot believe it that it's crossed over with Neptunia. I guess they probably have the same target audience, but that's crazy.
Yeah, it's real. I'm looking at it right now.
That's cool, man. I hope it's good. I hope it's good for all the degenerates out there.
Hey, fucking 2 websites gave it an 8 out of 10. So that's
let's go. Blowing that
all right. Anyone gave this an 8 out of 10. So
must be good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm not gonna play that game. I haven't played either game from either franchise or any game from either franchise. But I'm glad for all my weebs out there. Congratulations.
I tried playing one of the Neptunias on Vita back in the day. Couldn't do it. I tried.
It's very that's fine. That game is not for everyone. Not for a lot of people, even, I would say.
And then Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes.
House of Ashes.
Blown away this game. Blown away they're still going with this, but I hope, because this apparently this one people are talking really positively about it, and that's very exciting to me because Supermassive has struggled to hit with anything since Until Dawn, really. And they've done a few different things. They had the 2 Dark Pictures that are out, and then they had, I don't know if you remember that that PlayStation phone kind of game they did. It was almost like a Jackbox type thing.
Oh yeah. Oh whoa! I totally forgot about that whole like initiative.
I never played it, but it looked cool.
Me neither.
The concept of it was cool. However, the concept of that kind of has been fixed with the first thing, and I guess a lot of these types of games do this now. But in Dark Pictures, there's a mode where you just pass the controller around, and you each control a set of characters or whatever. And it was kind of like the same thing, I think, as that mobile app. It's just they were like, oh, you could just pass the controller around instead.
That's cool. Yeah, and you can't forget about Rush of Blood, bro.
Right, which again,
Until Dawn, Rush
whatever.
of Blood.
Right, so they have not had anything hit since Until Dawn, and this one's apparently really good, which I think is really cool, and I'm excited to play it. I don't really want to spend $60 on it. I want to support them, so I'll spend some, but I'm going to wait for it to drop a little bit because they're not very long. I think that's really neat, and kind of vital, because I know they're trying to make 8 of these, and they take them a while. I would be blown away if we make it to all 8. But if they get better, then I'm down. It was just kind of like these first 2. I'm like, whatever. But if they get really fucking sick, then I'm totally in. And I'm in on this new one. It looks cool.
Yeah, maybe I'll go back and play that first one if it's better than
I would. Dude, I would check. I think if you and Brooke sat down, I checked. I was wrong about the time. They're like 5 or 6 hours, so that's not too bad at all. And especially if you just play like carry and you get everyone killed off early, it'll be faster.
Right.
Okay, so that's it. I think. Oh, SMT5 is out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I like SMT. It's good. I'm not going to play it soon because I got a lot of other RPGs I need to power through. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's good. I need to go back and finish 4 still, technically, but I'll probably get it at some point. I like that franchise. It's different. It's it's just a different kind of RPG. It's nice.
Now keep in mind, it took me a while to get to Persona as well, but now I am Persona Bona. I have my Persona boner.
Yeah.
Would I find anything in SMT?
SMT is like a totally different beast, man. Like the only thing it shares is not even its gameplay. Its gameplay is kind of similar to the One More system, and like the demons are the same because like the personas, but it's totally different. I mean, the atmosphere is different, the music's different. If what you liked about Persona 5 was the characters and story, then you're probably not going to like SMT5. But if what you like about Persona 5 was the gameplay, then you'd probably fucking love SMT5.
I always think it's so weird whenever I see gameplay or pictures of that game, and they're just all the same characters from
the same like demons and stuff.
It's very.
It's like Pokemon. Like Persona 5 versus SMT5 is like fucking, I don't know, Pokemon Diamond versus Pokemon Conquest. I don't know. I couldn't think of any spin-offs. Pokemon you know what it's like? It's like Pokemon Emerald versus Pokemon XD.
Pokemon what?
That's that GameCube one with Shadow.
Oh yeah. I was trying to think of
that's what it's like.
Stupid DS one. I maybe it wasn't stupid. I always thought it was so silly. The Pokemon Ranger.
Is it Rangers? The one where you drew the circle?
Yeah, that was stupid. I take it back.
Yeah, it's not really like that. But I don't know. You might want to try it. It's just different. You should play 4. Nocturne just got a 3. Nocturne just got an HD remaster. I'm not sure if it was good, but
right.
Try that one.
I saw that. It was expensive though. I was very surprised how it was like a full price game.
It was like full price, right? It's worth it for Dante's in that one, so it's worth it.
From Devil May Cry.
Yeah, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Yeah.
Why? Wait,
I don't know.
Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm not fucking. Have you never seen that that silver badge that says featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series around?
I don't think so.
That was a sticker that was on the Nocturne box art. Just a big circle that says featuring
Dante. Back in the
day
or in the remake? Oh,
back in the day, yeah. Back in the day. Yeah, he's in it. I guess because he's a demon hunter and that game's about killing demons. It just seemed kind of like a slam dunk.
He's one of the characters in it. He's one of important.
He's
is he in your party or?
He's in your party, yeah. I think he's a boss, and then he joins your party or something. I think he was. I might be totally wrong, but I think that game came out, and then there was a re-release or an upgraded version, and that version added Dante. But it's just a thing that happens. You're just walking around the game world, and then Dante is there, and he's like, "Hey, I'm fucking Dante," and then you fight him, and then
fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, he says, "Fuck you." Oh man, I hate PlayStation All Stars.
I was about to say, I was like, that's not PlayStation All Stars, but it sure is.
But yeah, I'll play that game eventually.
Okay, well, I think that's everything that I care about came out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just we're gonna wrap it up here. I wanted to do a little thing. We'll probably have some more segment ideas that we come up with throughout the weeks. But one, as we mentioned earlier, I like trophies a lot, so we were thinking doing a little trophy time with Field.
Yeah, that's the song. It's gonna be exactly the same.
I'm gonna try to remember it.
What trophies you got, man?
I'm pulling up my trophy list right here. I wanted to complain a little bit about the Little Hope trophies because I've been playing this game for maybe 7 or 8 hours now, right? So I think I'm pretty close to wrapping it up, pretty deep in there. I have one trophy. One.
How many are there?
There are 31. So I'm missing at least 29 that I could be getting apart from the platinum.
What's the one that you got?
Completed the prologue. That's it.
Okay, well, maybe there's 30 more chapters.
Yeah, there are a tremendous amount of, it all seems like really end game ones. And then just all this, finish it with just this person alive. Finish it with just these 2 people alive. Fuck that, man. Come on, make a good trophy list. Make me feel like I'm accomplishing things. Guess what? And I'm talking to Supermassive right now. I think you guys made
that's me. Here I am,
Mr. Massive.
Last name Massive, first name Super.
Along with being a game developer, you're heavily involved in another industry.
What do you have to say about my game, dude?
Here's the thing with your game, Little Hope. I appreciate that you have all these trophies with all these possible endings and things.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Your game is not good enough for someone to play it through this many times.
Oh, I disagree with you, man.
Make better games.
I can't. This one's perfect.
I can't. I'm trying.
It's not as easy as it looks, I promise. That's super weird, though. I guess if that's the kind of game it is, where you just got to keep replaying it, what else can you do, right?
I guess.
Otherwise, you would just get a trophy every time you beat a chapter, and then you just get the platinum on your first playthrough, which I guess you would like.
I would love that, yeah, for this one. Apart from that, I don't have too much. I got a trophy in Dead by Daylight today, which I was trying to get, where you cleanse 10 hex totems. Takes a while, though.
Hell yeah.
Takes a while. Can't get that wiggling one, though. There's this wiggling trophy. I've been playing this game for years now. You have to wiggle out of Killer's Grasp 10 times as Survivor. I'm at 9. I've been at 9 for at least 6 months. I try as hard as I can. I rarely even get halfway. Usually they just pick me up and put me on a hook.
You stay away from the hooks, dude. That's the first rule of that game. You don't want to be close to the hooks.
They're everywhere.
I have a trophy. Ooh. I have a trophy I'd like to talk about that I got last night, actually. It was just really funny.
Time with Field and Jorge.
Yeah. Every now and then I'll be a special guest on this. I was playing
other than becoming Supermassive games.
It'll be trophy time with Field and Supermassive, the guy.
Yeah.
Super combo massive. But I have been playing through Resident Evil 5 with Brooke for a long ass time, just really slowly making progress through it. We beat it last night, and the final boss of that game has a bit at the end where you can do a little QTE where you slash his weak point with a knife. And we were doing that, and then we did it, and the fight ended, and I got a trophy, which I assumed was for beating the final boss. when I looked at it, it was a trophy for using the knife to kill 5 enemies, any kind. And I just thought it was really funny that a QTE in the final boss counted for that trophy.
That's really fucking funny. Oh my god. What, you didn't kill you don't use the knife at all?
No, not really. It's really slow and weak. You only use it for like opening boxes and stuff, which is why that trophy is there, because it's like a weird thing you have to go out of your way to do. So I don't know. I just thought that was really cool. They took that into account. Someone at Capcom was like, you are killing this guy with a knife in this cutscene, right? Like, technically counts. Might as well add it to the list.
Love shit like that. I love cool little thing like that. Like I was just saying earlier with the Overcooked trophy, like when you attempt to throw, it pops that trophy.
Yeah, it reminded me of that. Yeah,
I think that stuff is always very neat. Okay, well, I think that's it. I think that's it. That was pretty fun. Hope it went a little long, but whatever.
Time to wrap things up. You want me to close things out with a joke?
A little thing. Well, I'll say real quick. We're gonna try and do this weekly. I think we're gonna try and upload them on Mondays. So stay tuned for a following one. We're gonna try and be consistent about it. So if you're watching or if you're not.
If you are watching now, I assume it's because the only explanation I can think of that you're listening to this right now, you're listening to these words come out of my mouth, is that in the future, we did well enough for someone to be curious enough to come back to the first episode of this. And if that is you, God help me. I was not expecting that to happen.
or you're one of our direct friends.
And if that's the case, I'll text you later saying thank you. Hey, how you doing? It's us.
But wanted to. Let me say just a couple more things just before you do that, because I want to just stop the second that's done. I want.
Okay. Sure.
So if anything we got wrong, please let us know if you caught it. If not, we are going to continue believing our false beliefs. I think that's the case. Yeah. Any feedback? We probably won't listen to it, but if you have anything like that field guy, he just needs to fuck off. That's fine. You can say that. I might not, but
might not fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you comment that field guy should fuck off, and then you watch the next episode and it's just me, you'll know what happened. You'll know you were responsible for that.
You'll know that
so
Field
be proud
got
of yourself.
in a fatal car crash. Anyways.
And you did it. And you were behind the wheel.
I did it purposely.
You were the guy that commented in the other car.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to end with... go ahead.
I'll go ahead and close this out with a reading from one of my favorite books. It was actually a gift from Field here. It's a book by Brian Boone, one of my favorite authors, and it's called An Unofficial Joke Book for Fortniters, 800 plus jokes inside, side-splitting jokes and shenanigans from Salty Springs. Specifically from Salty Springs. I don't know if it's like a regional thing. They might have different jokes at like Slurpy Swamp or like Weeping Woods. I don't know. Maybe I won't get these because I'm not from Salty Springs.
We'll say for the record,
but here we go.
For the record real quick that we both play a tremendous amount of Fortnite.
Yes, I am. We like that game.
Fortniters.
Honestly, you know that SpongeBob bit. The only people that don't like Krabby Patties have never tried one.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about Fortnite.
Same,
dude.
absolutely the same. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so here we go. I'll close it off with a real side splitter. Hold on to your sides because they're gonna be flying into orbit right now. Jumping into a random page.
That was a good one, man.
Listen, here's a good joke. You don't have to emote that long, A little dab will do you. So thanks for listening. See you next week.
All right. Fucking bye.